Yo, salute, 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 salute. I'm in the building, y'all. Pardon me, y'all. We here. We here, we here, we here, we here, we here. Good night, good evening, y'all. I appreciate y'all for pulling up in the building tonight. We gonna make y'all walk down memory lane. Shut up, Mecca. Always running your mouth. Shout out to Magnificent Mecca. City Bam, I see you in the building. Clarice Bradley, I see you in the building. Tube Chronicles, I see you in the building. Yo, Half, I see you in the building. FTC Vice, I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? La Meek, I see you in the building. Yeah, I got a good one for y'all tonight. I told y'all I'm gonna explore my journalism. I'm gonna explore my journalism with this one, you know what I'm saying? Y'all been wanting to know about certain things pertaining to myself. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna give it to you. And I got my friends to come up here and help me, man. For real. Word up. How y'all feeling tonight, man? Y'all all right? Before we do anything, y'all, I gotta do this right quick. Dom Diva, I see you in the building. Salute. Everybody pulling up tonight. Yo, Ron Boggs, I see you in the building. We got some history for you tonight, Ron. I got my big OG in the building, y'all. I'm talking about solid official. I don't know about the definition of OGs that people talk about today, but I got my big OG in the building, y'all, and he gonna talk to y'all about what y'all want to know. You know what I'm saying? He got a story or two to tell. He definitely got a story or two to tell on me. You know what I'm saying? I got him in the background. He about to pull up. Matter of fact, he did this live because, you know, y'all know L Boogie. Y'all know Leon. You know he Decept 2 for life. You know what I'm saying? Way before there's any blood, any Crip, any Ethite, any Latin King, any Trinitario, any of that. It was Decept, baby. It was Decept. HR, salute. I'm about to pull my people up in the building. We got L Boogie on the screen. We got the OG DELO on the building. Yo, what up, y'all?
Peace. Lee, what up?
What up? What up? What up, Dell?
Lee, what up?
What's good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I see you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If y'all you notice what I'm saying, I'm right here behind the avatar, but I'm about to pop up right quick because my big OG, he said, you see Lee got the wicked ass Sergio Chinchini shit on. You see my OG got the big shit on, you know, and they got me looking like an old school. They got me looking like an old school big dice. You dig what I'm saying? I'm back, Dillo. I got the
Only
cue
way I'm
card
gonna
and
get
all that,
on.
Dillo. I'm
The
back. I'm
only
looking
way
like
I'm
me.
gonna
You
get on
understand?
here.
I'm looking like me with this mean. I appreciate you. I give you flowers for this mean,
Nah.
disrespectful, disrespectful.
I got my cousin Rich Nice with me right now too, baby.
Uh-huh. Yo,
Yeah,
Yo,
Rich, what's up, beloved?
yeah, yeah. You see
Salute.
that Gilbert Relay shit on?
Yeah. I got this real disrespectful attire on. You know how we do it, y'all. If y'all don't know nothing about nothing and want to know something about me, this the man that brought me outside. When y'all heard me do the story on St. Laz about my big OG taking me to a DCEP party, this is who took me to that party. You dig what I'm saying? If you know, you know. All the big heads know him, from the Shockwells to the CKs to the bars to the everybody know who this man is right here, man. This is the one and only Mandela Wesley. You dig what I'm saying? My big OG from Utica Avenue, man. You dig what I'm saying? New York nigga, I see you in the building. HR, I see you in the building. What up, y'all?
I'm not gonna call you my. I ain't gonna call you my OG. I'm gonna call you my brother, because that's what I know you as.
Word up. Yo, how you feeling, brother?
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm over here just sipping a little bubbly, chilling out.
I told him it's only a few people alive that can really tell my story.
Ooh, we
tell
going to
my growth
jail,
and how
nigga.
much I
We
changed.
going to jail, nigga. If I speak, nigga, we going to jail. First class tickets. My brother, you have real people from the street. Listen, you have New York cats. You have cats that live in New York. You got cats that's from New York. And then you have the real men in New York. The men that make up the embodiment where all this is all about. And those are the guys who you don't hear about. Those are the guys that don't have no representation for nobody to speak up for them. Those are the guys who You steal their style, you steal all our flavor, and then you put it back on TV and try to sell it to us. And then on top of that, what really hurts my heart is how these niggas got all my little niggas in New York running around in a circus doing out of town shit. And I love all my little niggas from New York because all my little niggas got love for me. It's even a rap nigga using my name. I love that little nigga for even choosing me to even fuck with me like that, to even understanding and doing his homework on me like that, because his uncle or somebody is like, nigga, go ahead, you good. You know what I'm saying? All that shit for that little bit of money, you know, all that because a bunch of rappers deceived everybody just to get that money to try to be us. And here it is.
Facts.
My guys chasing, thinking that you're supposed to be them. Nah, my nigga. Every dude I know, every rapper wanted to be like. That's why you had to get a rap job, because it was too tough in the street for you.
I told niggas all the drug dealers wanted to be rappers, all the rappers wanted to be drug dealers.
Nobody wanted to be none of that. It's all commercial people, and then you got the real people. And the dudes who made a quick sale here and there, they became part of the commercial wave.
Fact.
It's a fact.
You got commercial drug dealers in New York because it's so busy. And you got real niggas who we crush all them name star niggas. It's bum niggas who names ring bells. It's about how your name rung bells. You could have leaning shoes and you was a liver nigga than everybody.
Facts. Right. And you better not say nothing about them shoes that's leaning on you. Go get punched all in your mouth.
I guarantee that. And I know every last motherfucker who had leaning shoes. Because I had leaning shoes, nigga.
That's a fact. Yo, I'm about to get into this intro. We got 24 in the building, y'all. Don't go nowhere. Lights, camera, and action. Let's get this shit popping. Let's go. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Yo, DELO, we got a question right here from Ishia Grady. He said, yo, do we know Rock Ness Monster? I'm gonna let you answer that.
Check this out. We ain't on here to do all that, B. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. My brother, I understand your question. I understand that. I truly do. But we're not gonna sit back and be doing dark shit like, yo, do you know this nigga? This nigga say, Rock is my motherfucking nigga. Rock is my
Rest
nigga.
in peace, Sean Price.
Yeah,
Sean
no doubt.
Rock.
Fact.
Listen,
Rock. I don't know what
Sean
y'all know.
Price is my nigga. Listen. Them two little grimy motherfuckers, Smith and Weston, my dogs.
The Coleman and Tech. Shout out to Tech and Skills.
Listen, right. If I tell a story on them, we going to jail.
Everybody.
We going to jail, my nigga. Them is my little niggas. I had to stop them little niggas from doing so much of shit. I caught them niggas early in the morning one morning and was like, I couldn't believe I caught them. But I caught them at the right time. And I was like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Niggas was like, chill, DELO. Chill. I was like, nah, no. Hold up. Yo, son, go ahead. Yo, come on. Here, take that. Come on, we out of here.
Yo, Sky Swipe, I see you in the building. You just said something. Yo, DELO, I'm about to put a picture up, man. Tell me how you feel about this man. I just see my man Sky Swipe. He said, "Rest in peace, Rumble." So I'm gonna put that picture up. How you feel about that man right there, DELO?
Woo. Y'all must want us to catch a Fed case, man, Dice. Yo.
Now I want you to describe the Rumble. Rest in peace to Rumble. Rest in peace to Meg. You dig what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Half Dead. Rest in peace to Rumble Twin. It's so many, man.
And don't forget Bear.
Rest in peace to Bear, man. Rest in peace to Big Bear.
Before we even talk about rum, we can't talk about rum before we talk about Bear and Ice.
Fact.
And as we talk about Bear and Ice, we gotta talk about Psy.
The great Psy, baby.
We gotta talk about the Cyclonus when he was Cyclonus. We gotta talk about him. And then when you attack Cyclonus, you gotta talk about the Great Barrage. You gotta talk about bread and butter.
You know what's funny? When I first met Rumble, me, you, and Barrage was together, sitting on my front porch when he came down there looking for you. And he was drunk as a motherfucker.
Listen, I would like to sit here and tell and talk about all kinds of shit, but we gonna go to jail. We're not like the commercial guys. We're not like the mother guys. If I tell a nigga, hey yo, you know what? I can tell you a quick story real fast. And we talking about the early 80s. And I'm gonna talk about a kid that was a child. I'm not gonna talk about he was some type of fucking teenager. He was a child. He had to be at that time between 11 and 12. So I looked out my window. Something said, look out the window, nigga, and be nosy today and see what's good. So I'm looking out the window and I look and I see a nigga pulling a nigga in the hallway and by King Ming. That building used to be abandoned, but only 2 niggas really knew what was in there, and we would stash shit in there. So I look and I'm like, man, who the fuck is this? And I see the hand and I put my shoes on. Something said, run over there. It's Dice. Dice got this little nigga in the hallway with a brown 9. I'm like, where the fuck did Dice get a brown 9? So I rushed the nigga in the hallway and I took the gun from Dice. And I said, man, get the fuck out of here. I said, man, get the fuck out of here. And I took the gun and I said, nigga, I should kill you. Get the fuck out of here. So Dice was like, he wasn't Dice. This is Demond.
Facts.
This is Demond. This is 12 to 13-year-old Demond. And I'm probably pushing it, even giving him 12, because I could get into 11 and earlier. And so I took the gun and I'm walking to my crib. I go in my crib and then I double back and he was calling me a motherfucker and all that. And I ran out the door and I rushed him again and I took a knife off of him. The nigga had a long ass knife like this. So I took the knife from him and I went in the crib. So I told Gator, I said, Gator, look what I just took from Dice. Dice was trying to stick this kid in the hallway from 210. See, Dice used to stick the 210 kids up. A lot of niggas ain't know that. Dice didn't ask his mother for money. At that time, you couldn't ask nobody for money. You couldn't do none of that. If you wasn't in the street doing what you had to do, you didn't have any money because there was no money.
Like button.
And see, we didn't have food in the fridge. I swear to God, there was no food in the refrigerator and no food in the cabinets, nigga. You had to go out in the street and get food. And this was a little nigga doing what he was doing. So Dice came to my crib at about 6 o'clock and Gator was, yo, you can't keep that gun. I was like, yeah, I know. But I was like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Dice came to the crib and was like, yo, DELO, let me come up. So Dice came up. So it was me, Dice, my moms, and Gator. And AKA Eminon, Big Gator. Peace, Big Gator.
Shout out to Gator, man, and Big O, man.
And Big O. Peace to Big $1 O. and other O. So the nigga Dice was like, yo, that's my uncle gun. And he gonna come home soon. And if I don't have a gun in there, the nigga gonna kill me. I said, this really your uncle gun? I said, this ain't your grandfather gun? He was like, nah. I said, this my word, my nigga. If I catch you with this shit again, I swear to God, I'm gonna fucking kill you. And I'm gonna let your uncle know. So Dice took the gun and took the knife in there, and Dice stopped sticking niggas up from 210. Nigga Dice used to stick the kids up from 210. And I'm allowed to tell this story. The nigga Dice used to steal and out of all they bad nigga, Dice used to go on his Chinese restaurant, pull a gun out on him through his jacket, slick shit, and take nigga shit, Chinese food, your money. That's what Dice was. Dice was really, really about that life. You're never gonna hear nothing coming from me that's some fake shit or some other shit, nigga. I'm still out here in the field, my nigga. And I mean, I'm really still out here. Peace to Big Coy. Peace to Big Fifth Ave Coy. Peace to Big Billy Ocean. That's my Vegas Vallejo nigga. Peace
Shout
to the
out to
whole
Billy, baby.
Vallejo.
He
Peace
showed
to
me
the
all that love when I
whole
was in Vegas.
Vallejo.
Shout out to Billy, man. Word up. He said, what was the best weed we was smoking back then? Back then, it was that chocolate time, man.
That's what I was just getting ready to say. Chocolate, definitely.
And that lamb spread, you had to have some change in your pocket to get that, man. You couldn't even, first of all, my OG will tell you this.
You had to go to Branson's, and we was probably the only few niggas going to Branson's.
Yeah. You remember that spot, the red door up there on 140, what was it, 147 on Frederick Douglass?
Yeah, that's that bum ass nigga Keith was selling us the book. And the keyhole came through the door, remember?
Yeah.
But
me and Leon was gonna take the whole spot, but Leon was like, nah, I like Keith.
Yeah.
Me, I've always had this connected. See, shout out to my man Barry, just came over from doing 32 years, man. I was really connected to the Gully Man crew. I tell people, I did a story on St. Laz. My family right here tell y'all, they used to try to, like, why are you around the corner with these Jamaicans, man? Like, why you keep going around there, man? I was like, because I'm home, man. And they tell you, when we was outside, niggas was getting murdered, man.
Yo, listen to me. Listen to me. Everybody from Shaggy, listen to me. Listen to me, America. We know every Jamaican dude, and I could say this because a lot of them are dead and a lot of them.
Louis Rankin from Belly.
Yo, Dice slapped a lot of reggae stars in their face and mouth. Especially in that club Joker Poker. Dice slapped a lot of y'all favorite reggae artists in their mouth and face. Dice was a nigga who would slap you in your face for the littlest shit. And everybody around Dice whole crew, they were face slappers. Even the girls had fucking hands. Peace to my nigga Jermaine, man. Even
shout out to Jermaine Howard Roback. Quicksand.
Yeah.
Yo, matter of fact, LA just passed away too. Shout out to Leonardo Harris. My man, LA man from Albany Projects. He just had a stroke, man. Shout out to my man LA. Shout out to my man WAP too.
Peace to the whole Albany Projects.
We got Jackie Robinson in the building. Yo, Jackie Robinson. We got Meek in the building. Man. Yo, Meek, you remember DELO, Meek?
Jackie Robinson.
That's Tamika right there. Shout out to Meek from Brooklyn, man. We got Jackie Robinson in the building. Yo, Cash, I see you. I see you in the building.
Peace to bigger Africa.
Yeah, no
Great
doubt.
big, man. Shout out to my nigga Josh. Shout out to 3, man. Word up, man. Shout out to everybody.
Shout out to
that nigga James on Bainbridge, man.
Shout out to Ammo and everybody, man. Yo, let me ask you something, DELO. From the way I used to be to the way I am now, bro, how would you feel? Did you see any growth? Like from when we gonna get into the Decept shit, y'all, but it's a lot of people on YouTube, like when y'all see certain things on YouTube and y'all wonder why I'm so calm. Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I'm so calm because I got 2 friends like this and hundreds more that we took an oath when we was younger. It wasn't talking about no gang shit. This is a brotherhood, man. Like one of us bleed, everybody else gotta bleed, man. You couldn't come to Utica Avenue with that shit, man.
Nah, not at all. Not at all.
And we all got honor, man.
I tell you, around our way, everybody in Brooklyn had a certain respect because around our way, when you got around there, you looked around and you was like, I don't know none of these motherfuckers.
Facts.
You was like, I see these niggas every fucking where. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. Peace to the great empire. And it's a disrespect for even calling it an empire. Peace to the dynasty of the whole low life.
Facts.
Peace to every motherfucking low life. Nigga, I hold the legendary story of the low life shit to the max. Even when I knew them niggas did something besides still low, baby.
Facts.
Let me tell you something. The greatest picture in my eyes of the low life is one day I was coming home from uptown. Hey, peace to the whole east side. The whole east side of Harlem helped raise DELO, taught DELO how to hustle, how to manage money. peace and rest in peace to Daddy. Rest of peace to Big Vic, Boo, uh, Big Zoo, Anthony Pinkston. Peace to them two tall, light-skinned twins. I don't know y'all name. Peace to y'all, Jefferson Projects. Yo, listen, peace to the whole fucking East Side. Hold up, y'all. I'm
Word up.
sorry, I got caught up. I'm trying to roll too.
You good, you good.
Yo,
Yo,
I
see,
just you know I just broke that shit open just now. I ain't fucked with that shit since. What?
I've been smoked that shit. That shit he said, I've been smoked that shit. That shit,
That
I
shit was
smoked
good.
your shit, remember? I smoked your shit. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
yo, you know what? I can't. I don't wanna get into like trying to talk about DCEP shit because one time a nigga had asked me one time. He said, DELO, was there any DCEP in the Bronx? I said, let me tell you something. The whole Bronx, stand up, Bronx.
Damn right.
Stand up, Bronx. Because that's the home and the foundation to all that shit every state across the country is doing. And my Bronx niggas, please, you join the wrong army. You your own army. You started what army was. You started what gang activity was. We don't never, ever, 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 ever do nothing that nobody else do. That's rule New York #1.
We
All
set
my
trends.
Bronx niggas, we don't ever, never do nothing. All we do is set trends. I
Talk.
would like all my New York niggas and all my Bronx niggas to give them all this stuff back. We don't need that. We never needed that. We gave them an understanding of what the fuck they doing. Y'all niggas is cold bugging over that. No, niggas would look up to us. I know so many motherfuckers in the interior. No disrespect to anybody. Nobody has penetrated that interior like me. It is so many niggas upset over that. It is so many niggas offended over that. It is so many niggas that is caught in ununderstanding because all this was over, misleading my little niggas out there. I'm not gonna let them niggas mislead you, my little niggas. All my little niggas, I built the army. I built the army. Everywhere I go, I built the army. I built the army in England. I built the army in the Sudan. I built the army all over. It is DCEP all over the world. And I mean,
Facts.
we fuck with each other. We stick with each other. And we keep our in-house shit in-house. And it
House.
Talk.
stays in-house. Or you will be punished. You better ask Barrage and the gun squad.
And that's a fact. That's a cold-blooded fact. He said, was there any? It was a group called Autobots. Yeah, greatest 777s. Yeah, we used to war with them all the time. Shout out to Bumblebee, man. They was from Underhill and Eastern Parkway.
Parkway, yeah.
But
Peace
that
to that
wasn't
nigga.
really,
Peace to Big Dooney and the whole Underhill.
they was there, but they wasn't the ones that really tried to give us a stain. The one that I felt as though was trying to give us a stain was a group by the name of Raiders from East New York out in Cypress Hill, man.
Who, the Raiders?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. Peace and shout out to the Raiders, my nigga.
Facts.
I had a light running with them, and it was so peaceful because you gotta remember, we opened up the door for motherfuckers to go. If these niggas could do this,
We can do
this
it.
is what we doing. Because we was all in one state of mind, get money. And the founders of doing that was a brother that bought me a pair of sneakers that I really don't want to talk about because I hear these stories about them. I hear these stories about a lot of cats and they're incorrect. You never really was that dude, never really liked it you. You was never really that kind of motherfucker. I'm gonna talk about my nigga Poe, and I want to talk about AZ. I want to talk about
Mob Squad,
Dupla.
not the
I
rappers.
want to talk about Tone Stewart. I want to talk about Dynasty Rich. I want
Gangsta
to
Lou
talk
and them.
about I God. Yo, listen, I ain't even get to my nigga Gangsta Lou. That was my red parrot nigga. And see, a thing that I had to do for New York was I seen a plague getting ready to happen. When DCEF started, it was getting ready to sweep New York, and New York was already the most dangerous place in the world at that time. And New York has always been the most dangerous place in the world at that time. So when people sit back and say it was no guns in New York, no, we was too fly for that. You was a hoe ass nigga if you had a gun. And if you had a gun, everybody in New York was trying to steal your gun. So you had
Yeah,
to
Talk,
no
be
doubt.
talk.
saying you had a hammer. When you said a hammer, the
Damn
whole
right.
party go.
Yo, let me see that
Hmm.
shit. Let me see
Nigga
it.
You
ears
no, it
motherfucking
wasn't
poked
Let me
even
up.
see
that.
it.
You had niggas standing next to you. You had a hammer. A hammer.
Mhm.
A hammer could change certain shit. So
Damn right.
you couldn't say you had a hammer, especially around Brownsville niggas, especially around Crown Heights niggas. Bed-Stuy niggas will share your hammer with you and won't give it back. Oh, peace to Casino Mike.
Shout
Shop
out Casino
May
Mike,
May.
man.
Mike, right?
Shout out
Peace to
Mano, man.
Cal. Peace to Cal.
Shout out World, man. Free World, man.
Oh, shout out the world. BR, Magistrate, Tom Tom, White Boy Mike. Rest in peace. White Boy Sean.
Facts. Rest in peace, white boy Sean, man.
Hey, hold up.
Facts.
Shout out
Shout
to
out to his sister
Duca.
Tammy, man.
Shout out
Antoinette,
to
man.
shout out to Duca, Nuki, Oren, Indian Jimmy, Gore.
Indian boy,
Um,
rest in peace.
Please.
Oh, I
um,
got a picture for you, DELO. I got a picture for you if you want to look at a picture. How you feel about this man right here, man?
oh my God, boy.
Oh, I got a
Yo,
picture. I done went in the crates, baby.
yo, let
I
me
done
tell
went in
you
the crates,
something.
man.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this. I don't give a fuck who they said they thought they did a story on him. You niggas don't know him
Rest
like
in
me
peace,
and Dice.
Demencio,
Yo,
baby.
you don't know that nigga like me, Boo, and the nigga Van. Peace to Boo and Love.
You
Facts.
Van.
talk about Van, talk about
Facts.
Van
Yo,
Love.
Love and Van.
Demencio. Hey, yo, peace to Raymond and Fat Frankie and
Ooh.
Aaron, nigga.
And
Let me tell
Aaron.
you something. You do not know these dudes, man. You don't know these dudes. I don't give a fuck if you stood in front of the nigga for 4 seconds.
You
Fuck
don't
out of
know him.
here.
You don't know him.
And peace to E and all of them, and Fonz and all of them on Kingston Avenue, and my other light skinned nigga, and my nigga Phil.
And a little Ty in them, man.
Little
Heard somebody
Ty.
Fulton. That's a fact. Word up. Desmond and Donovan before they went to the feds, man.
Yo,
Shout
peace
out
to
my
that
Kingston
nigga.
Avenue
Peace
niggas.
to that nigga sitting right there with that Tashini shit on from
From Virginia.
that nigga Lee. Let me tell you something. The nigga Lee, peace to you, Lee. Peace to the Stone Brothers.
Thank
Peace
you,
to
Nikki.
Big Spanky. Peace to Pierre. All hell Pierre. All hell Spanky. All hell Ronimus. All hell my baby that took that charge for me.
Motherfucking and don't forget about Low. Don't forget about motherfucking Dallas too, man.
I ain't get a fuck. Listen, I ain't forget about them. You holding up on
I'm gonna take y'all a trip down memory lane. I'm gonna show y'all my growth because anybody that been watching me from my first, I got a couple of people. Shout out to my man Tube Chronicles. Shout out to Magnificent Mega. Shout
Yo,
out to New
peace
York
to
Nikki.
Dickie Sims and the whole Roosevelt. Jeff, Spot, Rich.
Damn.
Yeah,
Damn.
nigga, I hate you. Prescott.
Shout out Dorian, man. Shout out BO and Mayo. Oh, shout out Mayo, the Mayos, man. The whole Mayos in the style, man.
Oh man, the whole
Rest in
Mayo
peace, G
family.
baby, man. Shout out
And
to
shout out-
from Tompkins, man.
Shout out Bo D too, man.
Shout out
Shout out
Bo.
the great
The
Bo.
legend Bo. Bo and Lisa. Yo, shout out Gerald and Yellow, man.
Yeah.
Yo, what
Shout
about the great
out-
Ken Walker, man? Shout out Ken Walker, man.
Shout out Pop, Junebug. Shout out
Rest in peace,
Hosey.
Pop, man.
Merc.
Shout out Mert. Shout out Karen. Shout out
Ira.
Julian.
Yo, shout out my Utica Avenue niggas, Dan Low, Stan Low, Shan
Yo,
Low.
shout out the whole
Shout out
shit.
Ham Hawk,
And that
188
nigga,
Utica Avenue, man.
and that nigga Dan, and that nigga Super D.
Shout out Dave Low, man.
Shout out Dave Lowe, Super D. And shout out that
Frank
nigga
Lowe,
Buff.
man, for that
Shout
great
out that
show he
nigga
gave.
Buff and Shabu, nigga.
Free Buff, man. Free Frankie Boo, man. Shout out to
Oh,
Ralphie home and
shout out
everything.
Frankie Boo.
Boo.
Spirit and Pup just came home too. I'm glad they just freed the guys, man.
Hey, wait a minute, hold up. Baby, we forgetting Flatbush, baby. Peace to Foe, baby. Peace to Peter Brown. Peace to Big Shines and Little Shines. Peace to Shot Lala and Shamor. Peace to Smurf. Peace to
Shogun
Lord
and all them
Sean
in
Bunny.
Vanderveer, man.
Peace to Wigger. Peace to the whole Vanderveer. Peace to 8th Ave. Peace to the whole Sunnyside and everywhere else.
Yo, you know what I be laughing at, y'all? You know be going. Yo, Del, let me ask you something, Dello. Me personally, because people on
I'm not
YouTube.
going to answer that question, Dice.
No, you got to answer it, because people on YouTube, even though my peoples be knowing the truth, because they see how I move now. Let me ask you something.
Yes.
If somebody said my name back in the days in any mannerism of disrespect, how long it took me to get at him, man? Like, answer that, man. Honestly, man. That's on Miss Wesley, man. Answer that shit honestly for these people, man.
You know what, man? Listen, if I sit here and tell a nigga a story about me, if I tell a nigga a story about you and Leon, that's gonna make niggas want to do that. But before niggas do what we did, you got to get that New York frame of mind. You got to get that New York frame of mind. The only thing you got to say is you from New York. You don't got to be with nothing else. That right there was strength in itself. And you had knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to go with that. Nigga, New York was so guard bodied out. White niggas was guard body and not Are you we are the home of the gods and earths. How the fuck could you go around that to trick my little niggas into that? And what's so funny is rap turned on the hustlers from the street and started dissing the hustlers from the street. Listen to that shit.
Yeah. A lot of them niggas y'all think is tough, like that. Yo, I'm talking about from our era. Yo, they couldn't even walk through Utica Avenue. Unfortunately, I would really
listen.
And I come from great people. We all come from great people, man.
I'm gonna tell you something, and this is a story that I shouldn't tell. A lot of people don't know how you got your first chain. Your first chain. Let me tell y'all something. People of New York and niggas that was running around in New York in that era, we were superheroes, nigga. Dice went in the jewelry store. These niggas got the Saudi Arabia nigga standing there and got the bitch standing there. And Dice was with a nigga who wasn't really like all that. And I ain't gonna put your name out there, and I ain't trying to dish you neither, my nigga. But at the time, you wasn't that kind of a guy. And I couldn't even believe Dice even did that with you. This is Dice's first real official like gangster chain. Nigga, Dice smacked that bitch in the face and pulled the nigga over the counter and threw the nigga on the other side of the counter and took the chain and ran out and left everybody in there. That's how Dice got his first chain. Let me tell you something. If you said something about Dice, the 45s was out. Niggas ain't have little guns. Niggas didn't have like 22s and stuff like that. No disrespect to nobody out west, but we had machine guns when everybody else had handguns. We were so advanced in New York.
Mac 90s, Mac 10s, Mac 11s,
You guys, every slang,
pistol
every
grip
clothing you wear. You know what? My nephew said something to me about Balenciaga. Don't you know I got an old Balenciaga shirt from '87? You know I crushed his face, right? I said, nigga, everything you do is old. It's just all in a circle. It reverses itself.
Shit came right back.
Yo, Ron, all jokes aside, Ron, respectfully, like when I got around these, like, first of all, see, that's why I can't call DCEP a gang. We was categorized as gangs, but don't get it twisted. It was so many branches of us, so people can put their description on it for whatever they want to. But I'm talking about, I was blessed to be around the original, the first generation.
Fact.
Hey, yo, you know what, Dice? It's the media that's doing that because they trying to stray niggas away from that. The most hated motherfuckers in the world in New York at that time was niggas who were like us and a few hundred, 200-300 more. You know what I'm saying? It was like we could never be called a gang because it was too many units.
Fact.
I mean,
the newspapers did that shit though.
The whole New York was ready to convert. The whole New York seen the way.
Yeah, Walter Cronkite. They had some fake niggas. Y'all might say that might be on YouTube. It was some dude that was saying it was DCEP. He blurred his face up. He was on Walter Cronkite talking some real crazy shit. To this day, I don't know who the fuck that was, but the shit that I'm not trying to say I'm really with no conspiracy theories and anything like that. But the way this person was talking, I don't know who that was. Like I said, the only reason why I wasn't, matter of fact, I can't. it's so much things I could talk about the Decept shit. Like I said, when I tell y'all, matter of fact, DELO, let me ask something. Tell these people, out of all the times I begged you to go to these parties, what made you take me to the party that night when I bumped into Smiley? When I had my low goose on, man.
when you took that chain and came through iced out, I said, this nigga's a man. This nigga done did wild shit, and you was already beating up grown man. You was robbing, taking the Jamaican's chain, and I hate to say stuff like this because this is why I keep quiet. All right, Dice used to take Jamaican chains and make them pay taxes. Nigga, Dice was so tough. Nigga, listen. Dice used to do some of the most outrageous shit. Oh my God, man. Yo, man,
DELO.
do you know I used to sit in the hallway, man, and just beg Dice because I used to be like, my mind used to be, if you don't save him from getting killed, I'ma fuck you over. And I was like, what? I'm like,
I begged the nigga for some crack one time, y'all. I'm like, I want to sell crack. I want to sell crack. He's like, get the fuck away from me. I'm like, I want to sell crack. He's like, yo, get the fuck away from me. One day, him and Kim Walker pulled up on me. The nigga DELO said, yo, I'm going to give you some crack. He said, but this was going to happen. When you fuck this money up, I'm going to shoot you. I said, I don't want no crack. I don't even want no crack. You dig what I'm saying? About 2 weeks later, this nigga pulled me to the side. He was like, is you smoking crack? I'll never forget this day. He was like, yo, you bugging the fuck out. Is you getting high? Look how stupid you looking. I said, I ain't getting high, I just smoke bud. He was like, why did you say you robbing everybody? I said, because I am.
Well, you know what?
Somebody gonna kill you, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. I've never seen a person's like crib, like, yo, check this out, New York. You'll be in front of the crib. When you got Hasidic Jews with the curls talking about, hey, is Dice upstairs? You be like, yo, this, and they like, Dice took some money from us and we looking for Dice, and they got their guns in their pocket. Every culture you could think of was looking for Dice. That nigga Dice used to have real good plans and schemes, and Dice would take your bread and walk away from you. And if you run up on him, you should already know what your situation was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Because see,
God forgive me.
This is your platform. And I don't give a fuck about none of them dudes, how they try to run their platform and act or try to think they famous. My nigga, we real dudes, my nigga. And I ain't never in my life been around shit like this. And I know so many Hollywood stars and stuff like that be like, yo, you keep my secrets, DELO. You help me, because I was always in the wrong place at the right time. And that stems from all the way out west to Europe. And all I ever did was co-rob shit and wild out, get up out of there. And to see you doing this, to see you change like this, that shit is heartwarming. That shit is crazy to see you on here talking positive shit. And for me to finally look at all my little niggas in New York and go, man, y'all all give DELO love, and all DELO is asking the whole New York is we are still the strongest motherfuckers you could think of. We still got knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It's this commercial shit that's trying to make niggas look weak. I talk, and my people are real Cali niggas. And they know I know the rules, and I know better than to say anything. But they're upset, and they don't like that. They want y'all to be back to knowledge, wisdom. Y'all was the getaway. Remember, when niggas did ugly shit, the only place in the world you can hide is in New York.
Yeah, facts.
And when a New York nigga give you love, you gonna live 1,000 years, boy. We got real love. We serious chemical scientists. I need all my little niggas in the street to be that AZ, that Rich Ice, that Bob Lemon. I could keep going on with names, but I'm gonna give certain niggas that need their names decorated. You gotta have that money mind. How dare you sit back and try to shoot Naquan and you know him? That shit ain't no gangster shit. You're shooting at Naquan.
You're shooting and you know his mom's. You spent the night at his mom's crib.
Right.
You ain't
all
dealing
the same
with
block party.
Right. You ain't dealing with niggas you don't know that's from West Bogle, fuck, or none of that. That war ain't going on. This is a fake war they're making up. And niggas don't understand that. I can't talk too much because I don't want to fuck his channel up and get into how the
Oh no.
government is playing
Oh
you
yeah.
niggas and doing that. I can't get into all of that. But for any of my little young niggas, we the real little niggas. We was starving for real. We had leaning shoes for real. We had
Right.
BMWs for real. We helped each other for real. I didn't wear no clothes or pull my car out until my cousin had his shit out, or Dice had his shit out, or we had clothes. You know, I helped to the end. We always check the bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga got stopped right there. See,
Immediately.
they destroyed the corners, so there are no corners. If there was some corners, once they took the corners away, they took a lot of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding away. People tell you, oh, you on the corner. I bet you that bitch ass nigga never made it from that corner. He's a judge now. He's a lawyer now. He's a teacher now.
Shout out to
Because
Maurice.
he was
D7 now,
taught
he's a
that. Shout out
district
to
attorney.
roofing. Shout out to roofing.
What?
My man still living said, yo, Dice, what made you change your life? Yo, you know what made me change my life? Before my mom's passed away, she said, yo, if something happened to me, go to North Carolina and take care of my brother. That's one. That's one. And then I lost my mother August 17, 2002. And then September the 14th, 10 days after my birthday, I was kidnapped. I was literally, niggas literally came to Utica and Park Place, backed me down with guns. Remember I told y'all, ironically, I told y'all that my man that was there that had his gun, that was coming across the street with his gun, and I'm sitting there shaking my head, was my man DELO brother. Shout out to my man O. See, we from a different era. Number one, my man had his gun. He came and banged out. But tell you the truth, it was two on me, two in the van, one standing outside talking. My man was going to die. So this is what I said. So if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. My man ain't going to die with me. You dig what I'm saying? At the time, my man was dating a correction officer or a cop or something like that. And let me tell you how serious these niggas was. When them niggas came to Utica Avenue, they had a brown Caravan. On my mother's grave, I'll never forget this. My man, he's so spooked, he run the plate because he ready to come find out where the plate at, God forbid something happened to me. The plate go to a fucking Toyota Cressida. An old Toyota Cressida, so it wasn't even a license plate.
Then
for
niggas
the
stole
van.
the license plate, right?
So these niggas was coming to play. So true story, y'all. They take me to Lincoln Terrace Park on Buffalo and Ralph. On the way to Lincoln Terrace Park, I remember the time my mother took me to Buster Brown on St. John's in Utica and bought me penny loafers because she put dimes in my penny loafers. She bought me the burgundy pair and the black pair. I thought about that. I thought about the times when I stressed my baby mother out and started arguments when she was sitting up trying to talk to me about changing my life, and I put the streets over her and my son. We get all the way to, make a long story short, we get all the way to Lincoln Terrace Park, which is called Dead Man Hill. Anybody know about this on Eastern Parkway in Buffalo, right across the street from my man Maurice Kirby house, God bless the dead. And when they got me to Lincoln Terrace Park, the only reason why they came like that with guns is because of my reputation, and they felt as though if they would have walked up and asked for me for a conversation, that it would have been a bang out. Come to find out, ironically, one of my friends had robbed one of the dudes for a large amount of cocaine without even, unbeknownst to me, I don't know anything. And the reason why the dude came to my block is because I had a gambling spot on Utica Avenue. I was getting money on the first floor, y'all. Anyway, allegedly, on the top floor. Oh, it's 7 years. Yeah, I was getting money on the first floor. On the top floor, we had a gambling spot. And since the dude used to come to my gambling spot getting money, he knew this where my man used to be. So the whole time we talking, the dude is like, yo, I ain't had no problems with you. I just wanted to know. He looked me dead in my eyes. When I told him I didn't know about this, alhamdulillah, he was like, you're not lying. I don't know if I would have got killed that night, y'all. But the man said to me, he was like, we're going to take you back to Utica and Park Place. Yo, Lee, I told them niggas I'll walk back.
Right.
Let me out the motherfucking van. You understand what I'm saying to you?
You know what's crazy? I could tell this quick story about me, you, and rest in peace, Eminem. Yo, first and shout out to the God, Big Dude.
Shout out to Dude, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
Dude.
out to my brother, Big Dude. Listen, me and Dude.
You ain't in the screen, brother. I'm looking at your arm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
You good. You good.
All right. So we decided to give Dice a chance. We gave Dice a shot.
Yo, hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button before we clip this shit right now,
told
y'all.
you.
I got my
So
big
you-
OG in the building. I got my child.
So-
Yo, I cut this shit off right now,
Yo.
y'all. Hit that like button.
I'm gonna give him a story, man. I'm gonna do this because I love you, and I love y'all, and I love the whole Con Nation. Listen, we gave Dice a shot, right? Dice was pressing me. So I said, yo, dude, let's fuck with him because I like that price. Dude was like, yo, all right, son. So I was like, let's spend 175 with them. He said, son, they're gonna bug out and rob us and try to run with the money. They ain't gonna come like that. So I was
Ain't
like,
talking about $175, y'all.
so I said, let's go with 75.
Hold on. Let's stop right quick. Let's get this straight right quick, y'all. I just turned 50 years old. I'm talking 20 years old, 22, 20. He ain't talking about $175, y'all.
Yeah.
So all you YouTubers. But go ahead, my man. Talk.
You know? Yeah. Oh, all right. I love you. All right.
Yo,
So
it's
check
your law, respectfully. The reason why I just put you in timeout because we sitting here trying to give you some straight up history and you asking us questions if we know extension. Respectfully, I'm 50 years old. And if I'm 50, you know Leon is 50. My OG ain't gonna go into his age. This ain't the place for the playing. You always come and show support. Earlier when you pulled up, you was asking me about Sadeem Shalik. One night we was playing music and I played that. So I don't want to start thinking that you playing with my intelligence and somebody sent you as a troll. So I put you in timeout. Respectfully. You dig what I'm saying? So the next time, I think if, like, just keep the comments respectful. If you're going to comment, try to stay on course with what we doing right here because it's like you distracting what we doing over here respectfully. And that we don't do that over here. And we got Nikki in here and she'll blow your head off. All I got to do is wink twice. I do that and she going to kill you. She going to kill you, bro.
Peace to Mecca and El Capo, man.
Shout out to Dread El Comp. I don't know where he at, but he should be putting my magnificent Mecca's in the building. Go ahead, Del.
Hey, oh boy, okay. We decided to give Dice a chance. So I said, dude, let's go with 75 because I said it's the price. And I said, that's Eminem, that's people we gonna get taken care of. And I said, if anything go wrong, I said we could fix it. I'm not talking crazy or none of that. So dude like, man, what the niggas know about that like that? Them niggas getting up lucky. Dice do, but man, it's a Dice on the end, man. And then Dice keeping niggas from killing them. So I was like, look, let's go, man. Let's go check them out. So we go to the barbershop.
Yo, look right there. Rest in peace to M. That's who we talking about, y'all.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man. I love you.
Rest in peace to Marcellus James,
peace
man.
to Ronell and Chick.
Word up.
Facts.
And Ali.
And Lindsay.
And Lindsay.
You remember that was my barber before M.
Yeah. And so we go in there and we spend like 8 and we dip. Dude said, this is good. We go back and we spend another 8. So he was like, come back. Dice already had left. When we went to the crib, we went to go take care of it, and dude was like, this shit is doo-doo, son. Yo, I was like, we killing Dice first. I'm like, we killing Dice first. I'm like, fuck that. So I got on the phone. Dice wouldn't answer his phone. I said, yo, word is born. I said, this how we gonna do this. I said, what? Them niggas think they playing with us? I said,
and I know nothing about this shit, y'all. Remember, I was not there. I don't know nothing about this shit, y'all.
So do like, yo, just do the nigga in the barbershop. Wow, D. I said, I'm gonna set the barbershop on fire. I said, I should just blow it up. He was like, nah, don't blow it up because you're gonna kill the people upstairs and all that. I was like, all right. So I said, I'm gonna just go in here and I'm gonna just wet them up, wet everybody up in there. I'm gonna lock myself in and wet everybody up. I gotta tell it like this, y'all. You're hearing it from me, and I don't talk like this, but I give him this because this can't bother us. It's nothing.
7 years passed, baby. We all good.
So I go in there, and Dyson M ain't in there. So it was the country nigga in there, and the country the country nigga was like, "What's going on?" I said, "Get your ass on that phone and call him." And I said, "The first time you come out your mouth and say something slick, nigga, you know what I mean?" So he called Dice. I said, "Dice, if you don't fix this, Dice, Dice said, I told you don't do the shit while I'm not there. He might have gave you the other shit. I said the other shit. Dude
Pay
said, soon as
attention to
that
what he
nigga
just
get
said,
here,
y'all.
dude
I
said, soon
told
as
him, don't do the shit if it's not there with me. Did I say that, y'all? Pay
yes, you
attention to what he
did.
just said. I
Yes,
said,
you
my
did.
nigga, wait for me to
So
come back to the block. And the reason why I said that is because, my man, we talking about heroin, y'all. We talking
I
about
said,
great tall heroin.
I said, yo, man. I said, nigga, you move too fast. Dice told us don't do the shit without the shit. He said, fuck that, son. Soon as Dice fixed that, we fixing Dice. I said, damn. I said, well, fuck it. I said, damn, man. I said, not over this. I said, let's just fix this shit and let's fix it. That nigga dude was like, niggas trying to play us, son. We don't go out like that. I said, son, he was like, it's the calm order, my nigga. It's what we do. I said, all right. So when Dice came in, I had changed my mind, and Dice had fixed it, and he screamed on M, and M wouldn't listen to Dice. M went around Dice. Listen, Dice opened up all these doors for all these niggas to get money, and all them niggas got that money, and they all died because they changed on Dice.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
Yo, YouTube, that sound kind of funny to y'all?
And Dice was trying his best to
YouTube,
save
you heard what he
the
just
man's
said?
life.
Yeah, and he was being
And
loyal
they
too,
changed
man.
on me for being loyal.
Mhm.
Remember I told y'all a story one time, my man M got killed, then two of my other friends got killed. I went home crying to my grandmother. I was like, damn, grandma, how come God keep taking on my friends? And my grandmother replied, because I keep praying to God to get your enemies away from you. Remember that conversation I told y'all? This ain't no cat. I really changed my motherfucking life, man. Go ahead, DELO, I'm rolling up.
Yeah, my nigga. I mean, you did your best, my nigga. You did your
I'm
best.
sorry. And finish answering that question. When I told them that I didn't want them to bring me back to Utica Avenue, they asked me, was I was sure? I said, nah, I'll walk home. Let me tell y'all something. When I got out the van, if you know anything about the caravans, it's a sliding door. So when you pull the door, it sounds like, boom, like a shot went off. Like when they closed the door, the shit sounded like a shot went off. I swear to God, these niggas clapped at me. But they didn't clap at me. So I'm walking home. I'm walking from Buffalo and Ralph and Eastern Parkway to Utica and Prospect, the longest walk I think I ever had in my life. Because now I'm angry. I'm angry for a host of reasons. Am I mad that my man got him for some coke? Nah. Because I done got a bunch of niggas. That ain't nothing. What I'm upset about is he did it without letting me know what was going on. And he didn't even say, yo, you know, old boy might come through. I caught him. Be on point. Now I'd have respected that. And he'd have had to give me some change because that's on my watch. That's just the honorable thing to do. But he didn't. So make a long story short, when I called him about it, he was like, yo, son, that nigga came through. I'm like, did he come through? Them niggas just came and grabbed me off my block. Rest in peace to my man Hamhock from the corner store and his sons owning 188 Utica Avenue. These people watch people pull me off a block, walk me around like the police. It was nothing I could do except die. Then my mother passed away. When my mom's passed away, everybody that said my name or owed me some money, I robbed them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's on my mother's grave. Everybody that said my name wrong, everybody that owed me some money, I robbed them.
True. Because
I
remember Butterfly was looking for you. Crazy wild. That nigga used to have the machete, the ratchet knives. I'm gonna catch you, daddies. I used to be like, hey, peace to the whole Weeksville. Weeksville.
Rest
Y'all
in peace,
niggas
Darnell the
stand
Berry,
up.
man.
Peace to Nelly, the real Nelly. Before Nelly and all of that. But we talking in the 80s, my nigga. Nelly, Heck, peace to everybody. Peace to Fonz, peace to Alec and all
Rest
them.
in peace to Hector, man.
Yeah, rest in peace to Heck, man. Yo, rest in peace.
Heck was special, man.
To
Heck was
Marcus,
love, man.
Anchor Boy, Cute, all them. And yo, and that crazy nigga, Petey, and Trey Bag, Lonnie Gillespie, and yo, Rome. Peace to Rome, Ricky, Timmy. Man, we talking about stars. We talking about
Brooklyn Stars. I'm rolling up.
Man, we talking about yo, peace to Ern and Anthony. Peace to Tune Day. Miss Abdullah, Famey, Io.
Oh, I was in love with Famous,
Damn,
son.
fame. Ooh,
I
yo, you
was so
remember
in
them?
love with Famous. Her man used to beat her for no reason. She always
Yo,
had black eyes, y'all.
they did
Okay,
her
hold
dirty
up
too,
now.
man.
We ain't gonna
Them
get into
girls,
that, Dice.
yeah.
Ain't gonna
I'm
get
gonna
into
get
that.
into it. I'm sorry. I didn't like seeing it. I told Famous, I said, yo, all you gotta do is tell me one time that you are gonna be with me for the rest of your life, and I'm gonna beat him up.
Well, yeah, that's true, but you
She
know
said,
what? That,
Dice, I didn't want you to get in no trouble. She was staying on St. Mark's. Shout out to my man Baba Tunde Trial. I'm talking about Slick Rick, teenage love, baby.
Dice, you gotta remember, Dice, you used to smack niggas up and take their Chinese food, money, weed, right there on the spot. You can't say that. Don't do that, man. You know what I mean?
No. See, but no. He was beating up Famous just because she was pretty.
You goddamn right he was.
Just because she was pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that prettiness. That was Miss
yeah.
Abdullah's daughter.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think she was mixed with like, I don't know if she was, I don't
The
know what she was, but
Creole or something.
she was something.
Yo,
She was just like a pot of gumbo. Like she was just, she had the
word.
Lisa Bonet hair. She was like, I don't even know how you describe that. Was she light skinned? Was she almond? Remember she had the stagnated eye.
Hey,
You
hold
know what I'm
up, hold
saying?
up. Hey, peace to the whole 147, the twins. Listen to me. These niggas gave me a permission pass. And I'm gonna give it to the twins. And yo, peace to that nigga Artie Boo and his two twins and Sheba. Yo, peace to them, man. And peace to that nigga Little Short Nate. These is niggas who was really on some really in Harlem on some shit. And they gave DELO the pass to get money on 147. And I was on living on 147, y'all, when it was abandoned. Y'all hear me? I'm the only known Brooklyn nigga who
My
had a
man said, Ron Books said,
spot.
Dice, you beat him. Beat him for what, Ron Books? Talk to me. I lost it right quick. We up here, we in history, man. Like we got
Yeah,
a few times. We gonna tell y'all something.
yeah.
Like that's why I try to tell y'all when I be up here, pay attention to what they saying now. Yo, remember the situation I told y'all for New Year's Eve, and I got so upset, and I got people that's looking up. Yo, I am really from a different era. Like this man right here, like these people up on the stage, if I do something dishonorable, they gonna put their hands on me. That's just a fact. I ain't even gonna go into it. It's
We
so
on that
much
type.
more I gotta go through for being dishonorable, man. I don't give a fuck about no YouTube niggas. Like me, like it's certain niggas that can't go home. I
Man,
can always go home. Like we can always go home. Like it's some niggas they can't go home. When I'm home, they'll tell you this right now. I walk right up in the regular stores and houses like I never left. Shout out to Reverend Willie Moore and Virginia Moore. 18, yo, word up,
It
168
was right
Union
across the
Avenue,
street
Holy
from me.
Temple of Prayer, man.
You know, I was right across the street.
They don't know the type of love we come from now. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, I'm everywhere, and I ain't seen a motherfucker yet.
You remember
yo,
what
all jokes
remember?
aside, Ron Boogs, the reason why I ain't punch a lot of niggas in the face back in the day because of DELO, because he used to tell me leave niggas alone, because I used to be real petty. I used to be real emotional. I ain't gonna front to y'all. He stopped me from doing a lot of shit. Like I said, matter of fact, DELO, tell him why you took me to that party, man. Why you decided to take me to that party after me finally begging him all these times to go to a D-set party, man. We got 45 in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. If y'all want to hear this Brooklyn history, man, just pull up a chair, man. Roll up, get you some wine. You know what I'm saying? This is grown folks conversation, man. It's the same thing over here. It's a lesson we teaching y'all. We gonna get into this D-set shit and tell y'all what we thought about it and how we feel about this thing today with this gang shit that's fucking our kids up. This man right here, all jokes aside, he gonna tell y'all every time I wanted to do something wrong, he threatened me. Bodily harm. He wasn't gonna do, but I ain't know he wasn't gonna do nothing to me. But he threatened me to keep me away from the street. That's why I be saying people be talking about OGs, and I used to be like my big homie, and he checked me about that shit. He was like, "Yo, don't never call me that shit again." And he right, because that wasn't us.
You don't know how many people got, you know what I mean, got kicked in the ass and pushed back onto the porch because they just wasn't supposed to be out there. You know what I mean? It was like that back then. And like I say, we were all friends before DSEP. You know what I mean? We were friends before DSEP. I was telling DELO the story. I said, I still remember the day when it was me, DELO, Vil, Meg, Charmaine, Angie, and Charmaine's little sister.
Hold on, we gonna talk about the queens. We already know Charmaine was DELO.
Yeah.
But when it came to Cat,
Oh
Shout out the
man.
cat on Utica Avenue, man. Shout out
Downstairs.
to
Woo.
Catherine, man. Shout out to Cat, man. Della was like, yo,
Them
you not gonna
eyes,
fuck with her?
man.
She ain't fucking with you, stupid pussy dummy. She ain't fucking with you. One day that nigga Dello came out the building, and who was downstairs talking to Cat, baby? The man himself, Big Dice. And I was so in love with this woman, but I was so immature. I was so immature. Cat was one of the livest chicks I ever met in my life. Respectful, beautiful, intelligent, went to work.
The whole
Dudes
package.
was so in love with her.
Yeah.
Yo, when I mean Cat, oh my Lord, wherever she at right now, I hope she's doing so well.
Yeah, no doubt.
I will say that. We got 50
You know,
in the building, y'all. Hit
she
the
was
lights, man.
she was
Hey,
mad at
her and Lonnie.
Yeah, I forgot about Lonnie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know them two were mad at me when you got locked up.
Yo, Ron Boggs, we the same
You
age. The
Dice
word
remember?
bad is an understatement. Let me tell you something. I just did some history on Medusa, the mythological creature called Medusa. Do y'all know Medusa was a black woman with dreads?
Yeah.
Mm.
And so was Perseus, nigga. All that was black.
All these years, I'm thinking Medusa was some green mythological demon. I thought it was just a wicked woman. You know what I'm saying? It was a beautiful black goddess with dreads, man.
Look how close Rome is to Africa, bro.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Name me somebody that ever sailed around Africa.
Thank you, Nikki, for answering that question because people fail to realize I just gave a whole paragraph of two why I just blocked Ishel. I just put him in timeout for 5 seconds. I didn't permanently block him. You dig what I'm saying? Because certain things over here, when we over here trying to talk and build like adults, if we're going to talk or we're going to comment, I'm asking respectfully. If we're going to talk and comment, let's talk and comment on about what the subject is and what we're talking about right here. Y'all waited for this. It's 48 people in the building. Y'all waited like over a month for this. I told y'all I was going to bring them on the stage. Y'all heard them on the phone yesterday when I started off my show. Do me a favor. Y'all sit back and respect this, man. Word up. Word up. And I didn't block him. I only blocked him for 5 minutes, fully focused. He only blocked for 5 minutes. I put him in timeout. He was only putting time out.
Well, you know what?
Putting time out.
You know what, brother? A nigga want to hear that violent, decep shit and want niggas to be on here wilding out.
Oh, they know they're at the wrong spot for that.
You know what? I don't got time for that because
I'm letting y'all know the epitome of men. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I don't like for some reason, yeah, we was categorized as a gang. And unfortunately, some of the things we did can be put in the same category as gangs. But no, that was so much deeper than that, man. Like, we knew each other mothers. Like, we spent the night at each other's houses. Like, when one of us... Yo, first of all, the things they don't talk about with DCEP is, I don't know if y'all remember Yusef Hawkins. I don't know if y'all remember Yusef Hawkins. You know what I'm saying? From Brooklyn, New York, the U-Team from the Star.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all know my man Michael Griffin, God bless the dead, from Weeksville. See, the things they talked about and they just targeted us with, first of all, Michael Griffin, I'm going to tell you who Michael Griffin was. Michael Griffin was from Weeksville Projects. He was killed out in Cross Bay Boulevard by some Italians because it was real racist back in then. They had the word boogie. They jumped him, they killed him, they chased him into a piece of Harlem. He died. After he died, me and a lot of my comrades, like, we went out there. Like, we went out there numerous times, man. Like, we went out there numerous times, man. That shit didn't just go undealt with, just like Yusef Hawkins. There's certain things we can't really talk about, but I'm telling y'all, man, don't think the things that they categorized us with and they put us with, they didn't tell the truth. You know what I'm saying? When the police was just laughing at people getting killed, like Michael Griffin, I knew him. You dig what I'm saying? I knew of Yusef Hawkins, but I knew Mike. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, certain things we moved on. We didn't like today, you know, somebody got to tell you, yo, check this out. You should go do this. Nah, we moved for a cause, a purpose. Like, we had discipline, we had etiquette, we had morals, we had values, we had parents that we was terrified of. And you know what I'm saying? Our image was everything. You know what I'm saying? Show me your company, you show me who you are. So Utica Avenue, that's all we had, because you always heard about Franklin Avenue. You always heard about Nostrand Avenue. You always heard about Kingston Avenue, Ralph Avenue, so forth and so forth. Like, myself and these gentlemen right here and other people like Johnny Greenlee, you know what I'm saying? The real Sun God, Tucker, you know what I'm saying? My Uncle Ice Water, You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Fred McIntosh, Big Darrell. You understand them? Rainbow God Bless the Dead from Education
Oh,
of Sonny
Rainbow,
Carson.
peace to Rainbow.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
no
saying?
doubt.
Big Killer. Rest in peace, Big Killer and Miss Pat. Rest in peace, my
Hey,
man Sean.
peace to Yvonne.
You dig what I'm saying? Rest in peace to one of the flyest homosexuals I ever known in my life, Big Mike from Utica Sterling. My
Ooh,
mom's
Big
best friend.
Mike.
One of the most
hey, yo,
flyest homosexuals I ever met in my life. And Mike had a story to tell. A
Woo!
lot of them so-called gangsters was walking around like they was like, but Mike had a story to tell. That was my mother's best friends. So a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I know y'all, but I never talk about certain things my mother and her best friend talked about, because my mother, I never forget when my mom's passed away, Mike came and hugged me and was like, yo, I'm so sad. And I never knew the relationship between Mike and my mom's. Mike, my mother was the first person Mike came out to in IS 210. Like, that's the first person he told he was gay. You dig what I'm saying? So their relationship was different. So when my mom's passed away, he like really lost it. He lost it. Like, he broke down, you know what I'm saying? He broke down, man. You know what I'm saying? But how you feel about this DCEP shit, man? Like, cause with this gang shit going on today, man, with the certain older members, because of certain situations, manipulating these children and making them do things because I guess their lives is over, and they want these kids to be miserable with them because shit, you the definition of OG.
Yeah.
So talk to me about how you feeling about all this, man.
Go ahead, Lee.
it just that shit just bothers me for the simple fact that they send them out there to do these dummy shit. But the thing about it is, man, I don't know what it is, man, but it just seems like this generation is they too social media hungry. Everybody's looking for their 5 minutes of fame. So now they even putting their violence, they videotaping their violence. You know what I mean? You send yourself to prison. I don't understand that shit. But the thing about it, like I said, you sending these kids out here to run around and get their head chopped off, and they talk all this, brotherly love and shit like that. But you know how it is. A nigga get locked up. Ain't none of them niggas, you know what I mean, breaking that nigga off nothing while he in there doing his time. Nigga keep his mouth shut. You know what I mean? I don't understand it. That shit is foul, man. But I can't fuck with it, man. That shit is just different for me, man. It don't make no sense to me. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? Because you picked up somebody else's fight. You know what I mean? So that's how do you do that? How do you take on somebody else, some shit that's been going on way before you was born, and you jump into some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, man, but made it into something to do with you.
And a shout out to all my, I got a lot of homies. This blood. I got a lot of Crips.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
I got
but
a
I tell them the
lot of
same
folk,
thing.
a lot of GD. My thing is, like DELO said, like one thing I will say, I'm an honor, and I can say I'm proud of saying this. With DCEP, like that started in Brooklyn. That started with my friends. You dig what I'm saying? That started with my friends. That ain't come from a whole different region or a whole different coast.
hey,
This
you
is
know what?
something that was started here with us.
You know what? We can't lose focus. My little niggas, I love them.
Me too.
Right now, I don't want to talk to them.
They in here because my man Crown Heights from Troy Avenue is in the building. I see you.
Hold up, but they can't understand what a nigga's trying to say.
Right.
What I'm saying is I respect you. I respect your heart. I respect your mind. I respect you as a person. You have to be that way. I'm gonna always be that way. That's New York. But
Right.
you joined the wrong army. And for the older niggas to sit back and do this to them little niggas and play them little niggas out, and for the smarter little niggas to do that, I can't and don't know how to really say it, but rap and these profiles and stuff like that has destroyed the lingo. Niggas have tried to make shit corny and use the word corny. Then it started with trying to call everybody a snitch, and no one ever in the world has ever had any paperwork. All this led into a bunch of guys who, when you look at it, were asking other guys for money. you couldn't just go out of town because out of town was tough. And people used to look at us and laugh and be like, y'all niggas ain't rich yet. You haven't been out of town yet, you punk. You don't understand what's going on. It's another war going on outside.
Niggas don't know nothing about that Peter Pan bus.
You know, and niggas don't understand that. Why would I sit up here and talk about?
Shout out to Newburgh and Middletown.
Yeah, definitely.
Shout out to all
Herb C.
Syracuse.
Shout out to my
Slimy,
nigga
man.
Herb C in Elizabeth City. You know, Pop and Chip and listen. What good am I gonna tell you how much drug money I made or me wilding out like that? I'm snitching on myself, Paul. I never seen so much rap music where everybody's snitching and they don't see it because you know you're smoking weed without seeds. That's rule number one. You're smoking weed without seeds. We grew up, weed was in there. It was the best shit, but the seeds are gone now. So now the weed is magnetic along with the programming and everything else. A person might think that, hey, this nigga talking stupid. I don't want to hear from this nigga. You ain't never make more money than me, motherfucker. And you ain't never did more than me, motherfucker. I'm a champion of Brooklyn. And Brooklyn loved me and I love Brooklyn. If Brooklyn kept my state of mind and kept their state of mind, ain't no Brooklyn nigga was supposed to ever adapt to that. You supposed to got spat on and slapped in the face. I don't care how hard it was. Name me one person that has had it hard than me and been locked up abroad and everywhere else. And I didn't complain.
And been told on.
And been
so
told on.
Times.
And been betrayed in every unmentionable manner. I never changed who I was. I stay who I am. And I represented everybody in New York. Anybody from anywhere would tell you, that's my nigga. He representing y'all. I'm not doing this for myself. If I had enough money to give everybody $1 million, I would. If you know DELO, you know me. You know what I'm gonna do. But I can't get on here and snitch on myself, y'all.
Yeah,
I can't get on these interviews and tell on Dice. I didn't want to talk that gun story. Man, Dice was a child running around sticking niggas up. The niggas be coming with these fake narratives. Rapper pulled over for disorderly conduct. Nigga, Dice had the motherfucking 9 in your face, boy, in the hallway. Give me all that. And I don't want to talk about everybody else, because I can talk about the great Georgie and Hector.
Shout.
That's right.
Let me tell you something. These niggas need to have statues. Cat Mike.
Shout.
All these niggas need statues. I don't even want to get into Brownsville or any other shit because I could just keep going on with the names. I could keep going on and on and on. If I sit here and shout out, it'd be just crazy. All of us. We don't got.
We got Thomas Morris in the building, man.
So
Yo, Dylan, you might know Thomas Morris. He just came home from doing 27 years. I did an interview up here with him. That's White Tommy from East New York, man.
The light-skinned nigga?
He Cuban.
Oh. I don't know, man. We know everybody.
You gotta know him. You gotta know him. You gotta know him. Rikers Island legend up north. You gotta know him. Trust me, man. He a definitely bona fide official cat. And I appreciate his presence, man. He always came and blessed the stage. We did a part 1. We're gonna do a part 2 real soon for y'all. The first one is still flying.
Instead of that, we gotta have the solution. I don't want to be talking and there's no solution. Facts. We could talk about niggas betraying because that's Benedict Arnold shit. When you go against what we doing, when you go against who we are, that's Benedict Arnold shit. Look it up. Look what's going on. And I don't like that the music niggas is trying to connect themselves to street niggas who's telling my nigga that's good for you. That has no origin. I don't remember that shit. I was there when that shit first started. And if I sit online and tell a nigga how that shit really first started, motherfuckers would be, what? That's how that shit started? And I'll be like, I was right there. I was locked up. Do the math, everything. But I will never speak against my New York niggas. I love it. And I love me. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck everybody. Fuck that. But I love everybody. But we gotta fix ourselves. I don't care about shit else until we fix us. All my little fly niggas, we supposed to be in the future. You supposed to be wearing 80s shit, 60s shit, 70s shit. We revolve the fashion. We are fashion. We are the icons. We ain't claiming we the best. I can't help it if a person take our confidence as arrogance. Got to be crazy, man. I don't want to hear shit about no nigga was doing this and doing that in New York. Boy, what? Who?
When?
Right.
Who?
And I don't
When?
want to talk about. I don't want to talk about a lot of shit that we was doing because for the simple fact, some of this shit involves other people. You got
Right. That's
people
why
right
I'm
now.
like,
People
that's why I'm
people
like,
trying to make. You got people trying to make parole. You got people trying to get their sentence reversed. You got, you know what I mean. You got a whole lot of, and not only that, you got people that might have passed away or that were victims of what happened. You know what I mean. And I don't want to show no disrespect to nobody that we did shit to, or somebody that, you know what I mean,
right.
might have passed away to their family, you know what I mean? Somebody that rode with us or whatever, because everybody that went on missions didn't always come back, bro.
That's right. And peace to Conrad. And
Shout out, word up, man.
What up?
Oh
Queen.
God, that's a fact.
And Politron, the real Polo.
Polo.
The
That's
Politron.
right.
FTC
Politron.
Vice said, I got a lot
Mm.
of friends that chose gangs because of a lack of support at home. Parents have to be there for the guidance for the stock. Well, your FTC Vice plug, everybody up on this stage, I can tell you this right here. We come from all our parents and great back. This is something we chose. This wasn't no shit we was forced into or niggas, yo, you gonna do this or you can't be. Nah. This is something I came outside and chose.
Mm.
Well, you know what? If if I support all my little niggas, don't get me wrong. I still support, you know, I just want you to change that. I'm asking
Yeah.
that. If there's a favor from me, from the nation, from all of them have nations, right? And I respect they shit. But my stripes in the street are such at a high level, I could sit at all the tables and I can ask.
Oh,
I can ask if there's a favor because there should be a favor for me on the table for what I've done for trying to make New York and keeping New York. This is what a New York nigga is. Yo, rock with DELO. Rock with DELO. Listen, I don't want to be on this shit going, hey, I really mess with this guy and this guy. No, I should be able to sit at the table and go, look, I would rather you be called the ashtrays and represent that than to do somebody else's stuff. That's somebody else's stuff. We are the leaders in everything, from
We the
fashion
originators, man.
to doodling in the toilet bowl. We
Mm.
are creators. We're in that city. No one understands our city and they don't understand our creativity. Some of the stories I could get on here with, people would never believe it. You can't make this shit up. People
can't.
don't understand. We were niggas in Harlem. We were pirates. You see niggas swinging in the air, all that shit. Niggas was doing superhero shit. You couldn't understand New York. You don't understand the mind frame. And all I'm saying is that is who we are. We're not that. We're not him. You're doing out of town shit and it's not working and it will never work. Not where you have to develop yourself. You're here to develop yourself. If you need $20, them niggas should have been giving them little niggas $20 because I
That's right.
gave you $20.
That's
If
right.
you need a shower, your feet stink, you should have gave that nigga a shower. But instead, nigga, you told that little nigga, fuck that. You should have never did that or send a nigga on a dumb out to go do some dumb shit. You was too dangerous. These little guys are commercial dangerous. I don't care if a nigga kill me today tomorrow. It's commercial death. Nigga,
Right.
you was for real. Lee, I don't even want to talk about your savagery because I would have to first go into the Stone Brothers. I would have to go
That's
into, I
right.
would have to talk about 40 B's. I would have to talk about Shines and Little Shines. And I would have to talk about Tomar, Woody. I would have to talk about, I would have to get into so much. I would have to really, people not understanding. We stayed away from each other and respected each other in New York because one long look like this, it was over.
Fact.
That's right.
We had a
And you
one
get your
second
head blown off.
prophecy. Everybody, don't listen to them people who talking about they was in New York and all that. They lying the fuck to you about all these rappers and all that. Man, peace to the whole Drew Ham Projects. Rachashim all them Yoda. Excuse me, forgive me, Big Yoda. And Tashim, I forgot. Nashim and God, your brother. Brother, when Harlem accepted that, that hurt me. And Harlem, if y'all knew I was at fighting for NY, fight niggas, do you understand me? Fucking fighting every day because I was like, nah, that ain't that. That ain't Harlem. In Brooklyn, y'all don't understand. And I'm not even about to tell you where a nigga was and all that. But boy, listen, to accept that Harlem, every nigga in Brooklyn dream was to always succeed and chill in Harlem. Every Harlem nigga dream was to have that Brooklyn homeboy that'll bust your shit and was loyal. Queens niggas, Bronx niggas. We had a set mind fucking frame. Queens niggas was always in Brooklyn because you had Brooklyn family.
That's
Bronx
right.
niggas always, it was the thing for Bronx niggas to have family in fucking Brooklyn and for us to go to the Bronx. Because if I was to tell you about a DSEP war, you punk ass motherfuckers who sitting back pushing the bullshit wouldn't believe that nigga. We went up to the Bronx. I say this. I had a mad evil dream that I could take out. Man, I ain't getting into all of that. But listen, all I'm gonna say is Baby, Chino, Tata, Gaito, Tony, Mackie, Little Chino, Mikey. I could keep going on. This is when you couldn't go to the Bronx. Do you understand me? You couldn't do what you're doing now in the Bronx. They wouldn't have never accepted any of that type of shit. We really thought we could take over the old side of Fort Apache. Brother, this is one of the greatest New York wars. Those are some of my homeboys that I would do anything for, that we stay in touch. And you better not ever disrespect us because we will never disrespect you. And them niggas held the whole Bronx down. I can't believe that. Listen, y'all, we used to really roll 500 deep, and niggas came 1,000 deep. When niggas made the Bronx stand up. Do you understand me? Stand up, Bronx. Listen, niggas say we gotta repel ourselves against the invaders. Kiddo,
Right.
kiddo, kiddo. I could sit here and talk about how the whole east side of Harlem, the whole east side, and the whole east side know what I'm saying. This niggas in their kitchen going, you bitch ass nigga, you better say it right. I will. Boy,
That's
the whole
right.
East Side taught me how to hustle, boy. The East Side taught me what respect and honor is and fucking loyalty to the core. You hear me? Man, my hustle was funny style until I got there and was learning. And I'm from the days where, brother, Air Force Ones was they bum shoes.
Facts.
Yo, peace to John Horton, nigga. Louis. Mm, yo, I'm saying some names where people just don't understand. Hey, peace to Fritz too, brother.
Rest in peace, the real
Listen,
King of Harlem.
listen,
Fritz,
listen.
the
As
real King
you
of Harlem.
as they would say, you know this. I got a super post story. Rest in peace, or whatever you had was going on. I got a Fritz story. Yo, we got so much shit we could get
I know
on this
y'all sitting there
to
because
talk
y'all know how
about.
I feel about Poe. But see,
But
Delo got a different, he got a different,
listen,
he got a
listen
different
to what
story with Poe.
got a personal
listen
relationship
to
He
what
with the
got
I'm
a
man.
telling
personal
you.
relationship. Albo Bartitos, that's what we talking about.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Dudes be talking about they was doing this and they talk to him and all of that. I was listening to my niggas telling me some shit. I couldn't do nothing but just go ahead and walk away and go, these guys don't understand and know New York, huh? They don't know, huh? They don't know we fucked with everybody. They don't know we had love from everybody. Don't you know we respected each other to stay out each other's way so we don't kill one another? Don't you know we talked in shadow? You couldn't talk out in the open. And you had to be careful who you talking to shadow because Decep is this, y'all. Decep is everywhere.
Everywhere.
Listen, your local cab driver, your local airplane pilot, your local
Your
federal
local district
officer,
attorney. Your
your
local
local
district
district
attorney.
attorney, your local. Listen, the Car Nation gave me permission, and I don't even want to talk about the Car Nation. I'm gonna keep us a nation. I'm no higher, and no one is no higher. We all the same. Listen, we talking about Europe. We talking about we built something that is ridiculously understandable. And I expect every New York nigga to do that. But you know what? You don't come to New York and say you're this. You don't come to New York and say you're that. There's only two words for that that you're taught. The first rule of New York is um, this is what I was taught. I'm not saying it to anybody. Never be a dick rider. Don't you ever do
Facts.
what that nigga do down the block. Don't you ever do what that nigga did from North Carolina. Don't you ever do what that nigga did from West Virginia. Don't you ever come here doing that. You here. This what the fuck you do. Call yourself the bald heads, nigga. Call yourself this. I don't like that how niggas got my little niggas. A nigga told you to stop singing and dancing. A nigga told you to stop doing this. A nigga told you to stop rapping like that. Why? You didn't never question that? And if it wasn't for us being out of town and doing what we do, and I'm gonna be real honest, and all my niggas in Brownsville that fuck with DELO that I know, man, when we used to come home, that's when niggas was getting shot and killed because you was telling bullshit to niggas. And we was like, you tell that nigga that, what? Bow! Right in your ass. That's what was happening. Because I'm coming home and I'm hearing this, and you telling these niggas this and telling these niggas that. How did you tell that nigga this and tell that nigga that? Why didn't you get that nigga $20? Why didn't you get that nigga a shower? Why did you fuck his girl? And then, nigga,
Facts.
if that's your man's girl, why would you fuck her? If she fucked you, then you get with her. What's she gonna do to you? All this little simple shit was letting go and being pushed. And I mean, I could go on, but you should have been taking care of the little niggas. If it wasn't for us doing what we do to you, we wouldn't be on this platform. You know, you an older, young little nigga. You was the first little nigga. You know what I'm saying? And my nephew explained to me exactly the mind frame. And the little niggas got a war going on with the certain niggas that's in their 30s and shit, cause they doing fuck ass shit to niggas and shit. And it's like, how could a nigga 39 and 40 tell you that that's the way to go? Who told you that? I was in jail fighting and doing all that crazy shit. I was going through hell. I was on the island where niggas was putting guns together, nigga.
Zip gun, damn
I
right.
shouldn't even said that.
Shout out to Reggie. God bless the dead.
I was on the island when niggas used to be in the bullpen. I would watch dudes run their head into the wall to try to go to other jails. I survived all that. And I was right there from when all that bullshit first started, and I couldn't believe it. And I will refuse to say anything outside of this in my city or bringing my city down. I wouldn't give a fuck what they doing, but I'm asking my city a favor. I owe a favor, and the favor's owed to me. I want y'all to give them their shit back. This is DELO. There was really no higher bum ass nigga in the street higher than me. Never, never. Your money not there, nothing, nothing, nothing. And I'm asking, man, let that shit go and change that shit around. It could be done overnight. It could be done in seconds. It could be done in weeks. It could be done. What's up, Qual? It could be done. It's millions of people that's watching. It's many of people that's like, DELO, you don't understand. I do understand. How you don't understand? I ain't have a father. I ain't have food. I'm from not having food in the refrigerator.
Shit, I remember days when we was out there playing stickball, and you weren't out there playing with us. You was goddamn doing your thing back then. You know what I mean? I won't say what you
This
was
nigga was
doing.
out. This nigga was
You
gone.
know what I mean? He come through, give you some dap, and keep it moving.
Running numbers.
Yeah, I remember.
You see, I'm in here with Qua right now.
Yo, DELO, my man Ron Boggs is from Harlem. He said he used to play ball with your man Ron Harton.
With Ron Hart.
Excuse me, John Horton. He said
With
me and
John
John
Horton?
Horton played ball as kids. He said shout out to John Horton Johnson Projects from the Bronx.
That's right, baby.
Mhm.
Yo, I tell you something, man. Boy, I'm gonna
That's
tell
my
you
word.
something, man. And I'm gonna be real. Check this out. I'll give you some history. What's that?
He says salute to you, Dello. It's up on the screen. Ron Boogs is our age. Shout out to Ron Boogs. Matter of fact, y'all, Dello, let me tell you something about Ron Boogs. Ron Boogs, I met Ron Boogs through 050 and he been fucking with us and he been supporting us. If y'all don't know, y'all didn't see my live earlier. Ron Boogs hit me in the DM Lee.
Right.
He said, yo, Big Dice, let me tell you something. He said, respectfully, I think you're going to be the one to be able to stop the war that's going on YouTube. I swear he texted me that shit. That shit more important to me than the Cash App, bro.
Yo, and to be honest with you, if you keep doing what you're doing,
Yeah,
it's gonna happen, man.
we
Because
gonna
you know
stop this
what?
shit.
Especially when y'all start motherfucking really getting to,
Okay.
because I see how things have been going the last the last couple of weeks. So, and the more you stay away from that shit, because I feel like motherfuckers are trying to pull you back into that shit. You know what I mean? That's why I be saying, man, don't fall for the motherfucking cheese. Don't fall for that bait, man. You know what I mean?
You
That's a
gotta
fact.
stop.
I told
You
y'all, I
gotta
be
stop.
laughing, y'all. I be really
Yeah.
laughing because, like I said, if it's anybody that can say anything about me, these is couple of matter of fact, this man right here at the top with me, yo, it ain't nothing he don't know about me from my highs to my lows. He was there when I was with my baby mother. Like, it's certain people don't even know what my son moms look like or my son look like. You dig what I'm saying? He was one of the ones that prayed for me when I lost my moms, because that's when everybody was like, yo, Dice about to lose it, man.
You're gonna bug out. But you know what though? The blessing that you had, you came from property and you came from people that taught you real estate.
Eve, I
And
see you in the building. Eve, salute.
Come from
and
good stock, man. I still
and
remember your grandmother, your mother, your grandmother, your father. I remember all of them, man. All of them. Like I said, if you remember, I said before that one person that knew everything that was going on in that neighborhood was Pastor Moore. Whether he was sitting in the car watching
Shout
or he
out to
was up
Big
there in that
Frankie,
window.
man. Shout out to
Yeah.
Frankie, man. Little Pastor Moore, man. Yo,
And
forever doing me. Who is that? I don't know you by forever doing me, but salute to you anyway. Yeah, go ahead, y'all.
how many times you could walk past Pastor Moore, right? And he catch you by yourself. And he
And had that
basically,
conversation.
and he basically telling you to tighten up your motherfucking coattail. You know what I mean? Your coattail
yeah.
showing, nigga. Tighten up, either tighten up or fly right. You know what I mean? And I believe that shit too, Dice. I believe Pastor Moore was a gangster back in the day,
Yo,
man.
Dello, we got Magnificent Mac in the building. She right there.
How you doing? Peace.
Word up. Like I told y'all, it's totally different now, man. That's why I laugh. And who am I not to be attested? That's a fact. That's why I laugh. Lee, all of them. Everybody be talking to me in the background. I be laughing, y'all. The shit be making me laugh. Like I said, anything dishonorable, I ain't never do nothing to nobody that didn't do nothing to me. Number one, I was raised different. I was raised totally different. If you took my kindness for a weakness, I still gave you a chance. But if you still put mud on my face, I did something to you.
Hey,
That's a fact.
you know another thing too? We gotta keep it like cool with Do Dirty because
Shout out to
everybody
David Cooper, man.
everybody got an origin and he don't need his origin spilt because a lot of people don't know that there are people who were about their business. You just can't believe it. You can't make it up, but you
Yeah.
can't believe it. And he's a dude, you a dude, Lee is a dude. We ain't talking about me. Uh Peace to Black and Amar up there and up in I had got locked up there. Fucking Nyack, Spring Valley. Peace to the whole Spring Valley too.
We
Word.
got Ja Ace in the building, man. Salute, man. Mano
Yo,
Designs. I see y'all in the building. Salute.
I
Yo,
want to give
peace,
I want to give a
peace
shout
to
out too,
LT.
man. Oh,
Peace to LT, the Parker family. Shit. Peace to Albany, Dub.
Shout out to the LeGrants, man. Shout out to the whole LeGrant
Peace
family,
to the whole
man.
LeGrand family. Peace to the whole LeGrand family.
Yo,
Shout out to the Woods family in Albany Project. Shout
Word.
out to
And
Money
the
Road
whole
Banks, man.
world. Buddha
Know 'em,
chin,
know all of them,
all
man.
the niggas. Buddha chin, all the niggas.
Word up, man.
and yo, and I want to give a shout out to motherfucking my main man Vil, man.
Oh,
Yo, the
yo,
villain of
Black.
villains, Chris.
the first nigga that
The
said his
villain of
name,
villains, Chris,
the
man.
first nigga where all this shit come from. We talking about the early 80s. Gucci Ville.
Yo, we got Wax
Damn
AP in the
right.
building. Salute, blood. See,
Boy.
salute, gangs. I see you in the building. We got my big OG in the building, Wax. I told you this was one.
I still got a picture in here somewhere too. We had on a motherfucking a bubble goose back in the day, the leather a leather bomber with motherfucking with a Benetton motherfucking shirt on.
They don't know nothing about no Benetton. Come on, Lee. We ain't gonna do that, man. But then again, we do got some grown-ups. I'm just fucking with y'all. Yeah, we from that era. Like, shout out to the Low Life. Shout out to Rack Low. Rudy Low. Shout out to my man Big Boo. Shout out to G George. Shout out to Heck Low. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Dead Kitten. Shout out to Dead Kitten Michelle, man. You know what I'm saying? The list goes. Shout out to Thurston Howell III. Shout out to Beck Low. Shout out to Puppins. Yo, the whole Low Life movie. Ralph Low, the Remus. You dig what I'm saying? All the real
St.
low lives
John's
that started this
He's
shit, man.
the nigga G George. G George been around so long that he don't even understand how much missions he been on, boy.
Facts. Rest in peace to my little man Star. Rest in peace to Vic Low, man. Rest in peace to Vic Low. Rest in peace to Star, man. Word up, man. It's like we lost so many people, man. I remember, first of all, if y'all remember back in the days, it was a Source magazines. If anybody that's a collector of Source magazines, there was a 2-part series. It was LL Cool J. They had a picture of his arm with the microphone. Yeah. If you look at the 2-part series, in the bottom of both parts, they say Low Lifes, a story of a team from Brooklyn, part 1 and 2. Shout out to my man Beck Low. We were all at Coney Island. They were shooting a video with Dougie Fresh and Little Vicious. Gala Freak, Gala Freak, Gala Freak. That song right there. We all at Coney Island, y'all. So me and my D-Sep cats, we up there. We like about 70 strong. About 70 strong. I'm dead serious, y'all. That's a lot of people, y'all. We about 70 strong, and there's more of us coming. We bump into my mans from St. John, so my D-Sep niggas, them niggas looking at all them low-life shit. Them niggas like, yo, them some pretty garments, boy. We going to rob them. I'm like, nah, we can't do that. So, you know, niggas like, what you mean we can't do that? I'm like, I told everybody, I'm like, yo, these is my mans and shit. You know what I'm saying? But everybody wasn't familiar with Utica Avenue. This particular day, rest in peace, Rum wasn't there. Sai wasn't even there. So people couldn't really say, yo, this is that, this is that. If it wasn't for me calling out Beck, yo, Beck, come here. Beck gave me a pound. We talked. We laughed and everything. And niggas understood we was with each other. Niggas still wanted to rock, but we ain't do it on the strength of who we was from Brooklyn. Beck mentioned that in the Source Awards. He said, yo, we thought we was deep until we saw them D-Sep niggas at Coney Island that day. He said, shout out to my man Dice. He said, because God knows what would have happened if Dice wasn't there. And that's a fact.
Hey,
anybody collect them magazines, go look it up.
Hey, yo, you know what? That's the thing that I didn't like want to get into or none of that, because you know, we got to hold that sacredness. I can't be telling and be talking about, yeah, this happened to this nigga, that nigga. Fuck I look like. Know what I mean? The fuck I look like. I can't be doing that to people. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Everybody had love. Everybody had love for us. That was the thing too. Everybody had love for us. Everybody respected us, and we gave everybody respect. It wasn't
the old timers down to the babies.
It wasn't like a respect line broken. You know what I'm saying? Because we gave so much respect to niggas that were sick, and niggas gave us respect. You know what I mean? I mean, yo, we need to stop bugging out on each other like that. We don't do that. We don't do that, man. We don't bug out on each other like that. And when the little nigga look in the mirror, just look in the mirror and just think, my nigga, you doing out of town shit, B. You can't do that.
Yo, that's Ern from St. John's family right there in the building, DELO. That's Baby Grizz. Puerto Rican Earn from St. John's. That's his family right there, baby.
Yo, that nigga Ernest.
That's his family. That's his little, yeah, that's his family. Great E, baby.
Yo, the great E. Listen. E is a Jew. That nigga hustled when it was snow, thunder, the end of the world. E is an amazing man. Peace, E.
Word up. My man, E got married. They said he married a Russian lady. E doing his thing, man. E always was fly. He always has something spectacular on his arm. I ain't gonna front.
You know what? I'm gonna give niggas a story. That's one nigga who fucked up $10 million and didn't even see it coming.
Shout out to Big Troy, the Joe Bricker man, yo.
Easy. E, you know what it is. E, boy, let me tell you something. Woo! That nigga E was a slick nigga, boy. Slick nigga. You hear me? The whole low life, especially that motherfucking Rudy Lowe, baby.
Shout out to Rudy Lowe, man.
Right.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Rudy Lowe. That was the most gangster shit in the world, right? Right? The nigga Rudy Lowe, when he was young, he always had like the rich kid private school face, right? So this nigga, it was
a great Rudolph, baby.
It was a shop over by this place that had like wild low shit, crusted shit, and it had old men in there. Nigga, that nigga Rudy Lowe looked like he had on one of the school outfits. That nigga went up
Troy home, DELO.
Blitz the shit to death.
Troy is home, baby. The Bricker man is home, baby. Troy home, baby.
Troy Bricker?
Troy Bricker man is home, baby. The only man I know had 3.5s that was 4.7s for $75.
And they was rectangle.
Talking about the nigga doing 500. Yo, I can't even make this shit up, y'all. He done went, did his time and came home. I'm talking about my man was doing 500, 758 balls a day. Crack.
Yeah.
Crack.
Yeah.
I'm talking about niggas pulling up on St. John's and Utica, like 42nd Street. And then right across the street, we had the legendary capsule spot. Shout out to Abib and them in the Ox store. I'm talking about any capsule or bag you needed, any cellophane bag, any type of invisible can. We had the cans back. We had the soda cans back in the days.
Hey, yo, peace to knowledge and science, man.
The real knowledge and science. Salute.
Yo, peace to Chubby, too.
Yo, you know what I'm smoking on, Nick Wiz TV? I pulled something together. This is actually some lollipop gumbo and some super Don Murphy or white runs. Whew. I had to do this, man. This is history right here, man.
Well, I'm smoking some Stockton.
He said he's smoking some Stockton shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what we do. That's all we do, Wiz. We don't play them. We grown. I made it around the sun 50 times, man. Thanks to this man right here, man. Like I told y'all, if y'all listen to that story on the Rumble story on St. Laz, this was like the other father I had and I needed. Him.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Because my grandfather was, unfortunately, he was getting too old. He was elderly. My pop, shout out to Ronald Young Ray Lesson, like he raised me like I was, but he fell a victim to that addiction, man. That shit that fucked our hood up. If it wasn't for DELO, I probably would have been. Yo, if it wasn't for people like DELO, my Uncle Ice Water, and my pops, who knows where I'd be at right now? Seriously. See, that's what I said. The difference between these, I don't know the description of an OG. I'm just gonna say a father figure that every young man needs. I can actually say I saw all that in him. Like it's times when he went to jail and the whole hood cried. I'm talking about the whole Utica Avenue cried when DELO caught his biz. We got friends that told on him.
If you remember when Lonnie and Kat was mad at me, you remember we went to court where we went to court when DELO was going to court that one time. Y'all came and rang my bell early that morning. I was like, damn, he never came home. And they was like, nah. They cussed my ass out, was mean mugging me the whole way to Manhattan on the A train.
Oh, Ja A said he like all that classic shit. Of course, Ja, we from that different era, man. You know, Sergio and Chinchini feline shit. Anything we wearing now, we wore then. That's a fact.
Yeah, you can't get
Simons on Picking Avenue.
You can't get this jacket in America. I'm sorry.
This is different shit. This shit come in plastic, sealed up, all type of wild shit. I didn't wear this jacket or this headband, y'all, until the day for this episode.
Yeah, me too.
This jacket has never been out the plastic until today for this episode. Y'all know
Yeah.
when I get up all night, I'll be having my t-shirt on and shit like that. See, that's another thing.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable. I've been fly since I was born. This man can tell you that. I've been fly since I was born, y'all.
Yes,
I don't even
sir.
talk about that shit.
Yes,
Shit,
sir.
I remember days when it would be snowing. The first day of snow, DELO come around the corner, ring my bell. Let's go, let's go. I go put my coat on. He's like, nigga, go put your coat back in the house. Go put my coat back in the house. Said, get a nice strong, layer up, get that hoodie on, throw your Timbs on. Let's go. Go straight to the city, run up in the store, throw a leather on, wrap one around your motherfucking arm, and walk out the store. Just be out.
Yeah, we done look security guards in the face, and security guards just like, leave. Just
Oh
whatever
man.
you take and just leave, man.
Damn right. Go up at Foot Locker, try on shoes, and run out that motherfucker.
Or take our shoes off, put it in a box, and the people that bought us the box of sneakers, we tell them take them shits back.
Hey, piece the yak face, piece the brown, piece the shy, piece the Ron, aka Rockhead.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Ron, no doubt. And motherfucker, don't forget
Steve
Troy.
Avenue, man.
Don't forget Troy either.
Oh, Steve, Troy and Kev, shout out.
Shout out to Kev Rock too, man. Shout out to
Word, Kev Rock.
Word up, man. Original Low Life too. Getting money all his motherfucking life, man.
Word up.
Yeah. Too. Shout out the motherfucking Cookie Head too, man.
Oh, shout out to the great Cookie.
How we leave Cookie Head out?
Cookie Head and Rambo.
Rest in peace,
rest in peace,
man.
Rambo.
Rest
no
in
doubt.
peace to Chaos, man. Word up. Rock still living. I found that out. Thank God. Rest in peace to Indian Boy too, man. Rest in peace to the great Indian Boy. Rest in peace to Half Dead, man. You dig what I'm saying? It's like dudes, they was babies when they left here, y'all.
I think we got a comrade that I don't know if he got a channel up here or not, but I think
the real CBS.
The real CBS. Hey, peace out to Unicron, boy.
Woo. Great Unicron. Shout out to Senator in Minnesota, man.
Minnesota. Peace. Peace to that nigga dude too.
Shout out to Cat too, man.
Oh
shout
man,
out to the great Cat.
Yo,
Cat for
all hell Cat, man. All hell Cat, man. All hell Cat. All hell Cat. Hey, yo, peace to the whole Marcy. I don't even want to get into Marcy. Let me tell you something. Niggas don't know niggas in Marcy.
Yo, I'm gonna let you answer that, DELO. I can tell you.
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Peace and shout out to that nigga Frank. Let me tell you something. This is my word. A lot of niggas will probably not even understand. Man. Peace to that nigga Slop, aka Pop. Listen to me.
The greatest that ever did it from Bergen and
Utica,
this man.
Nigga Pop has done some of the most wildest club snatch your shit play. Yo, listen. Big up the Slop, Little Slop. Big up and shout out to Frank.
Big up the Slop.
Jay Stan from Gold Bag.
Headstrong.
Living.
Yo, get him some more. Let me go get some drink, y'all.
Boy.
The list goes on.
Boy, peace to that motherfucker Marcy, nigga. Boy, listen, peace to that Tompkins Park. Peace to that motherfucker Lexington Avenue. Peace to Kissbo. Velo.
Oh, don't forget Steve too, man.
Mm-hmm.
Dirt Bite Steve.
Peace to that nigga Steve and Hank.
Yeah, no doubt. Hen Rock too, bro.
Peace to the real Africa and the other Africa.
Which one you talking about from Jackie Robinson?
Peace to Dougie Fresh. Dougie Fresh resolved some shit at the door at the Parrot for us.
I was telling them one time. I was telling them up here one time about when the tunnel first opened, the very first time before Funk Flex and all that shit, and we got put out that night, and motherfucking Vin Diesel was the one putting the well, actually you was getting put out that night when Vin Diesel put you out that night. Them niggas came deep. The tunnel, them security guards were deep as a bitch.
Yo, A lot of dudes don't know this shit. Boy, we almost turned Vin Diesel out, nigga.
Mm.
Nigga, Vin Diesel would have been in the feds with me doing 100 years, boy.
Yeah, you
A
know
lot
who
of
Mecca
niggas
know
don't
too?
know him.
Mecca
That's a
just said
real
rest in
dude,
peace. She
man.
said rest
Peace
in
to
peace,
Vin,
Iron
man.
Beans.
Peace
Rest
to
in peace,
Big Vin.
BM from
Peace to
LG.
Big Vin giving me love. But listen, I didn't want to do it, but I was about to get you, Vin.
Yo, let me ask you something, Dello. Oh, I had to tell you, I got to ask you this question.
Vin would have
I
been
got to
running
ask you
with
this
us.
question. Yo, Dello,
Vin
let me
would
tell
have
you
been
something.
running
When
with
we
us.
first came up, right?
Yeah.
When we was taught how to approach women, we was always taught to be gentlemen, right?
Yeah.
You ever known me to have a problem with having a female companion or having a woman? Tell me a description of me, because like I said, ain't nobody can talk about it, because Mecca want to come up here and ask some questions, but these are some of the questions. You ever
You know
known me to have a problem with getting a girl or a woman?
you know
Talk to
what
me about that, man.
you know what your thing was when you had all men found out. Some men be ashamed when you found out you had a big dick and you knew how to eat pussy and asshole and you knew how to have
Nigga said, what
sticky
you in
fingers.
carbon is eating ass shit, man.
When you knew you did all that, when you knew how to clean your nails, not to have dookie
You see
fingers,
this shit, Lee?
my nigga, when you went up in them rooms and did all that, and the girls start liking you too much, you didn't like that. You didn't like that because you was roaming the land. You was big dice. You had your chain on. You would smack the Arabs up. Wow, strip your chain. You hunting around.
Oh
Nobody could
shit.
tell you nothing. You got blizz in this pocket. You got hard in this pocket. You got weed right here. Pills. You was in the village. You was in the Bronx. Your problem was you was doing too much.
Nah, Gron. Don't listen to that nigga. That's his shit. I ain't gonna front. My nigga do him thing. But Big Dice don't go to the grocery store. That's on Sharon McLeod. I ain't met no woman yet, Ron. I'm gonna keep it funky. I ain't gonna lie to y'all about nothing else. If I meet a woman I'm gonna keep it funky with you. Shout out to the Dread L Compa. If I meet a woman that make me eat her ass, I'm gonna do a live. You know what the live gonna say in the description? I done ate ass, y'all. Pull up.
Listen,
Nah, ain't nobody can pull up and say, you see, Qua was up here.
listen,
Y'all notice I knew Qua 32
listen,
years. We don't do that.
listen. You had too
Ain't
many
nothing wrong with eating a little box. But I'm not fucking
you
with
had
no
too many
goddamn
fly
Scooby-Doo.
females that you had too many fly females not to do that.
Yo, you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny? You know why I've never had a problem, y'all? And I'm not even talking no arrogant shit. Number one, I come from a beautiful woman. Check this picture out, Dello. Look at this picture right here, bro. Let me show y'all something. I come from a beautiful woman. Shout out to my moms. You dig what I'm saying?
Ooh,
You
yeah.
dig what I'm saying?
Mm.
Look at her parents. I come from royalty. You dig what I'm saying? And one thing I will say about my pops, even though he fell addicted to certain things, that man knew how to treat my mother. Even when he was at his lowest of lows. All of them know my pops. My pops broke into Woolworth. The police caught the nigga in Woolworth, so the nigga jumped off the roof and got a lawsuit. Fucked his leg up. I ain't lying.
Ooh.
This nigga got caught breaking into Woolworth, so when the police came, he came and jumped off the roof and told the state of North New York that the police threw him off the roof, and he got a lawsuit. That's a true story. I can't make this shit up, y'all. But he knew how to love my moms. And one thing I will say about Fred McLeod and Edna McLeod, these people will tell you this. They had a love so pure, they would sit in front of their house in beach chairs and just admire each other. So I know how to treat somebody. My problem is, see, this is my problem. I treat everybody the way I want to be treated.
Right.
And unfortunately, when I was younger, I didn't know how to identify traumatic situations that I cannot fix. That's what fucked me up. Because once you fall in love with somebody, how could you just say you're going to stop loving them because of some horrific shit you found out? Now, from the era we protect us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're not going to try to abandon you or push you down or treat you less. We're going to try to cuff you and put up under our wing and bring you around our mothers and our fathers and our grandparents and show you your worth and show the appreciation. But let me explain something to you back then. I was in a bad time when I didn't know who I was supposed to be. So that's why a lot of people, including myself, I was my biggest enemy. That's why I say certain things that I did, I disappoint my elders. I disappoint my motherfucking man right here. I disrespect my man right here on the like certain shit we was taught not to do. You dig what I'm saying? But then when you start running around with the foolishness and getting around cats that you swear to God is doing the right thing because the devil be fucking with your mind, you just get adapted to shit and it becomes a pattern. And a week turned into a month turned into 6 months, 6 months turned into 20 years, y'all. 6 months turned to 20 years. I thought I lost my man. Like, I didn't even know DELO was home. Like a year ago, like 2 years ago, I bumped into somebody. We got a phone call. He's like, yo, DELO home. I'm like, oh, shit. Nigga had the nerve. Shout out to my man Barrage. Barrage was like, I got DELO number. I just grabbed his phone. I'll take that. I'll take that. You dig what I'm saying? And they know, quote unquote, shout out to my man Barrage. There's certain people numbers you can't tell me I can't have. First of all,
Word,
DELO tighter than y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's why I get up here on YouTube and lead by example, because if you offend, see, that's what we was taught. He taught me this too. If you offend somebody, you got to correct that and right that wrong, especially if you're going to be out here in the street. You can't be two, like one or two things. You're going to be a gentleman or you're going to be a clown. Mm-hmm. Niggas will blow your motherfucking brains out, man. I know some young boys that'll blow your brains out. You know why? Because everybody up here was once a young boy that would blow your motherfucking brains out.
Hey, you know what? That's another thing that the media is pushing that I had said in my mind when they was like, oh, niggas is running crazy with the hammers and doing all that. I said to myself, you think I give a fuck? I'm the first little shorty running around. I'll beat them. Man, keep continuing to shoot and kill. Do what you need to do. You thought I forgot? You thought it should change? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to change. But you know what? I'm not going to stand for the bullshit neither. But all this is over. No money.
No money.
Substance. No existence. No glory. The glory is in three little niggas hooking up with a nigga from PA and they grinding in the street, sleeping, boogers in your nose, feet stinking. And you coming up with a plan. You can rent a little house. You can get an apartment. And next thing you know, you hook up with this chick here and she introduced you to him. And next thing you know, I'm going to cut the story short. You start building a little empire. That's what New York little niggas do. We don't sit back and go, respectfully, the GD Nation. And the GD Nation don't even like that shit. And they're wondering, what the fuck? You don't say you're GD. You don't say you're Crip. You don't say you're blood. That's not your place to do that, little nigga. And bring me to your little homie. I'm going to break his nose and face up. And then after that, check this out. I got 26 ounces. You going to come with me? Can you read and write? Yo, what's your thing? Yo, this and this and that. Yo, come on. This is what we going to do. we going to devise this plan. You don't got dudes that do that. Because I know there's a root to all this. And you're not going to call me your big homie. Motherfucker, I'm not from out there. Respect them niggas, and they respecting me. And any nigga in Cali that's eating right now, watching going, tell them niggas, DELO, tell them niggas the shit that I wanted to say. How dare you disrespect the Blood and Crip Nation, television and TV making money off them niggas like that? That is fucking crazy. Niggas making a mockery out of shit that niggas done built over time and foundation and all that.
Niggas,
that's why
niggas lost their lives behind that shit.
That's why
you notice you don't see no podcasts talking that decep shit like that, y'all.
Listen, that's why when you fuck with the nation, we throwing your stupid ass off a roof. And I don't say shit like that. You don't ever play with us. Don't you ever fucking play with us. We respect and love. We want our niggas back. There's a war going on outside. Y'all are in Vietnam. Understand that they got you in Vietnam and that's a war you're not supposed to fight. I need my little niggas. I need help out here, my little niggas. I'm out here running around wilding by myself. I have no real young apprentice around me. I need my young apprentice. I need my Harlem niggas with their sideburns and shit and they nappy hair. I need my Harlem niggas that's out there all night. I need my niggas when we walk by each other, what's happening? Nigga, you get the head nod. That's why we're not making the money we're supposed to. That's why New York is like, we're going through our other transition. my nigga, that's not good. And any of y'all niggas that claim y'all OG, how in the fuck do you got yourself in a position like that? You don't need to control the little nigga. You need to be loyal. You need to show vigor and show the nigga, hey, you could do this with real estate for 6,000. You could do this for 4,000. You could tell him, hey, that girl ain't for you, or you're not the guy for her. You don't hit her. It's simple. It's simple mathematics on how to fix this. We have a solution. Stop talking about the problem. We have a solution. There's a solution to this. We can do it. What else is there to say? I don't want to sit here all day talking about my drug shit. Boy, you
Right.
couldn't go on the adventures of DELO and do. Are you fucking serious? Nigga, I'm with Fifth Avenue, Fifth Street Coy. I'm with Big Billy Ocean, nigga. Are you serious? Do you know what the fuck? And you know what? And he allowed me to do this. Boy, niggas be talking about they know Hector and Guido. You're a fucking liar. Because
Talk.
I haven't seen you. I have
I
not
don't know
really
you.
seen you. Nigga, I sit with the nigga. And it's like, hey man, this is my nigga. And this is all because of hard work and representing who all of y'all are. That's it. I use the powers in New York. If everybody feel the twitch, I drained some powers from you, nigga, because I had to get it done. And we should come together and cut this shit out. All we about is Porsches and gear and fresh wear and chilling, nigga. The hardest niggas knew how to dance.
Talk.
The hardest niggas. The
Was
hardest
whopping.
nigga on the dance floor first. Yo, I ain't fucking with y'all right now. Nigga, Poe was on the dance floor.
Talk.
Nigga, even AZ bopped his head, baby. Nigga, even AZ was like, and when I tell y'all AZ used to hide in the shadows, yo, when I tell you AZ used to hide in the shadows,
Shout out to Lou and everybody in Harlem, son.
my nigga, and I'm gonna tell you something. Lou,
Talk. We'll
the
put
only
you all in
reason
your
I
face,
had
man.
to not get with Lou, because I'm gonna tell you something. They was caught in that Harlem war. It was a war going on in Harlem. When I was in Harlem, y'all, it was a war. I mean, it was serious. For the first time in my life, peace to listen to me. This is my nigga. Have you ever heard of Crazy Eddie Dust?
Talk.
This is my nigga. This nigga taught me some shit that I could never understand. This nigga had a crib where he had a chalkboard where he was giving lessons. And that nigga only fucked with females and Fat George and Ty. We talking Crazy Eddie Dust. Nigga, I was in the heart of that. Peace to Val, Ty, and my nigga, I forget his name. This nigga control the dust. This motherfucker had so much love for me and could have changed my life. I was scared of that kind of success in Harlem because I knew I had no business in Harlem business like that. You couldn't get in Harlem business like that, or she was getting stabbed up. See, in New York, we was unique. A gun made too much noise.
That's a fact. Nigga
You was
poke
either
you up.
getting electrocuted, blown up. You might get a flight in a suit with no wings. You might be the first nigga to scuba dive with bricks on your feet. We were scientific at what we did. It was quiet. You know, if you shot at somebody, you was the biggest bitch ass nigga. You was snitching. You went down there and shot, made all that noise. You snitching, nigga. You bitch ass nigga. You ain't want to kill him, nigga. You ain't want to do that. You didn't.
Broad daylight.
You didn't. You didn't. And see, they flipped all this narrative and all of this shit, and they let all this other shit fly. And it's like, it's confusing all my little niggas. And when I sit and smoke weed and chill with my little niggas and spread some cheese, them little niggas be like, I ain't never want to be this shit, DELO. And I be like, damn. And
I get that conversation too.
All I could do is wish I was young again. And I would show niggas, this is how I built an army. No one could ever do that. And my army is vast because my army built me and we built each other. We all converge. I
He said,
mean,
rest in peace, Ron and Gary from Madison Avenue. Crazy Eddie. That's a fact.
boy, yo, you
Ron Boog,
listen to
salute,
me.
Ron.
Listen to
Bronx
me.
legend Ron Boog's in
Come
the
on,
building.
my nigga. Come on. And Fat George, listen. Oh, Tata, Tutu, and Titi. I'm sorry. Tata, Tutu, and Titi. I'm sorry. And listen to me. When niggas be talking about, it really hurts my heart to hear all this old shit. When a nigga said, oh, crack started here. Oh, you got this nigga on TV talking about crack started here. I be looking going, boy, you don't know about little Franklin. Franklin is the first ever nigga in Harlem. And he was cool with this nigga called Craig, Craig, or something like that. He is skinny nigga. He is skinny nigga. These was the first niggas to have crack. And crack was for the stylish. Crack was stylish. Crack was crack. You had to have money. You had to go through 3, 4 doors to get crack. You couldn't, they niggas in Harlem was like in control, like, look, you had to do it like this if we want it like that. And that's how it was. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to no TV. Don't listen to Stan and Tony and Guy Michael. Listen to me. Little Franklin and them was the first dudes, and Val was one of the first women. This was a hustling woman. I don't know if she was the richest woman in Harlem at that time, but she was rich. And Val used to be like, straight up, Dello, you a bum ass nigga. You up here in Harlem chilling, you doing this. Dello, here, take this and do this. And her boyfriend used to do the same thing. And they used to teach me, this is how you count the money. This is how you do this. This is how you do that, Dello. And they was like, ain't your mother a teacher? See, people didn't know my mother was a teacher, but I couldn't read and write. You know what I'm saying? So that's what made me even ill on doing crime. So once I got uptown, and I don't even want to get into any other like stories, that's for Gator and for you. But once I got to run into everybody in Harlem, that's what made me go, you're a liar. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You forget I was there.
Ron Boogs, you got to know Dello because he said, wait, Craig Black, he said Val was killing him. Facts.
Thank you. Listen. And Val had gold teeth too. Hun tie, skinny tie. And I'm going to tell you something. This nigga is one of the most prolific hustlers ever. The real Nesto, man. The real Nesto. Nesto, listen, the real name. Top Dog and Slim Dog and Little D. These niggas are the Harlem uptown niggas that taught Dello and poisoned Dello mind with the Harlemness on how to hustle. This is what this is all about, Dello. This is the glory. And I was like, I couldn't believe how live I was on the hustle, dealing with these niggas. And that nigga Ron will tell you. And then on top of that, the whole East Side, Nesto, it's a nigga in East Side Harlem, the whole East Side Harlem, standing for Puerto Rican Jamal. He was Puerto Rican and I think black. This nigga had love for me. He was a little psycho. But me and him fought a whole house on the island. I broke the phone because they wouldn't let us use the phone. And them niggas was whooping me and him out the door. So me and Jamal had a love for one another. But him and Nesto had a problem. So him and Nesto got into a fight. I don't want to get into super detail because I could get into some ultra detail. So him and Nesto was fighting. And Jamal went to the projects. And Harlem, respectfully speaking, y'all let us live. We didn't muscle our way up. We're the only recorded Brooklyn niggas. I don't want to hear none of that shit about, oh, I was in there. Where at, nigga? Prove and show me. We was chicken boys. I'm a chicken boy. I was selling chicken on 116th. It's these big bags of weed. Peace to my nigga Black and all of them. Boo, my little nigga Boo. He had killed the nigga on 115, and me and Boo separated, and Boo got locked up.
I know
So
you used to be up there.
right. So we was hustling chicken bags. We was the only Brooklyn niggas that was allowed to run around in Harlem. For anybody that know Harlem, Harlem niggas are some tough motherfuckers. Harlem niggas, them pretty niggas with that shit in their hair will beat your motherfucking ass. Harlem niggas, my nigga. I don't know no Brooklyn nigga who was running around in Harlem like I was. I don't know. I used to when I was on 147, I used to fall asleep on the corner store with drugs and money, and niggas used to walk by and knew DELO, get up, nigga. I shit in your pocket, get up. I used to be like, oh shit. So it's like I don't know what you're talking about when you talk about these shit and all this and all of that.
Matter of fact, shout out to Gunther too.
Oh man. Niggas be talking this, be talking about this, and be talking about that. A person don't realize the twins and Artie Boo, because Artie Boo could have killed me at any time he did what he did, and Jesse Gray. Them niggas was like, this nigga is respectful. We leaving him alone. And I used to always kick it with the twins, and the twins knew what I was doing. And the Jamaican nigga across the street. So you got to remember, I lived up the block from when they dug the building out, the graveyard. And one day, anyway, but we can't get into that, cause yeah. But anyway, yeah, nigga, Leon, remember 147?
Yeah.
230?
I was telling Dice when I was on the A train when they tried to take the World Trade Center down the first time, and it took me like
check them.
Yeah, it was like 4 hours. It took me like 4 hours to get from Utica Ave to motherfucking 145th and St. Nick. Yeah. When I get up there, he opened the door and he's looking at me. You all right? You all right? You all right? I was like, what the fuck you talking about? He's like, nigga, they just tried to blow up the World Trade Center. I ain't know it because the whole time I was on the train. I ain't know what the fuck was going on. I just knew we was stuck down there for a minute, man.
Yo, Boogs, you got to know my man. He said, I just saw Jesse Gray last week. Shout out to Jesse Gray.
Yeah, his son Red. His son Red. I used to live right there in 230. Dan and Weeze and my nigga Don, he died out of town out here where I'm at. I took Don from that block over there. Crazy. Nigga, I know his son Red, all of them. Nigga, that nigga used to have a restaurant up the block. The only thing I can't get into all of that. Because you know at the time, how can I say this? Man, I ain't about to. It's all good.
Yo, I ain't gonna. This is what I'm gonna do, y'all. I just dropped the link if a couple of people want to ask a couple of questions before I let my gangsters get up out of here, because we ain't gonna keep them tonight. We give y'all the best history story, the best historian lesson that I could think of. You dig what I'm saying? DELO done broke the fuck out. The nigga with this bullshit bootleg motherfucking Wi-Fi. Yo, pull back up, man. Like real rap. That's why I try to tell y'all when I'm on YouTube, people be laughing.
Yeah.
People have their own views and points. I'm really from a different era.
I told my I'm listening.
Go ahead.
No, I was telling you know, I tell everybody I never talked about my kids knew a lot of what I did while I was here, but I never talked about my childhood and growing up in New York. I never talked about it to them because I never wanted them going out there emulated. They found out about how I used to get down from my brother, the one that told them. And me and him got into it because I told him I never wanted them to know the crazy shit and the dumb shit I was doing out there in the street. I said, because you're not gonna get away with that shit nowadays, man, because everybody got a gun, man. Everybody got a gun. Women, everybody. Yeah, children,
you know, for no reason, like
man.
Just killing people for no reason, like I don't understand this new way of life. Like I try to tell all the cats that watch on YouTube, man. Shout out to my dog Wax AP. He came out and hollered at me today. That's a good cat, man. Word up, man. We got to stop doing this foolishness. And like everybody be trying to tell y'all, my man phone probably went dead. I told him to charge his phone, but I appreciate him for pulling up and giving us some time. That's a very, very busy individual, if y'all only knew. But like I told y'all, that's my OG right there. So like the YouTube shit, like that's cool, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We gotta respect everybody for their point of view, their opinion. Whatever they want to say. Yo, Lee, you got anything you want to say to them before you get out of here?
Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm gonna call y'all in a few seconds. I'm about to shut this down, man. Salute, gangster. You already know what the
All
flavor is. DCEP all day.
right. No doubt.
For real. Yo, I appreciate everybody for pulling up, man. Everybody for pulling up tonight, man. Yo, Nick Wiz TV, Ron Boogs, you already know we got to know the same people. New York, Nikki, I love you for pulling up and showing the support that you showed tonight. Bang Out, I appreciate you, man. Magnificent Mecca, I appreciate you. FTC Vice Plug, yo, Half, yo, SMM Jeezy, I seen you in the building. Clarice, I know you was pulling up. We did this for Brooklyn. Like they talk that shit. Yo, Crown Heights Riot, we did this shit for Brooklyn. Yo, Jais, we did this shit for Brooklyn, y'all. Yo, Tube Chronicles, I told you I was going to give you this work, man. I told you, man, we got to stay honorable, man. You got to stay honorable, man. Like I told y'all, man, you don't see people on YouTube. The people that you do see on YouTube talking about DCEP, some people have stories that they feel as though it destroyed their lives or impacted their lives, and they got to talk. They got to vent about it. You're not going to never, ever, first of all, it ain't too many people sanctioned to talk about DCEP. I'm going to keep that funky. I'm going to keep that funky. Like my man Tube said, this is first generation rules, man. I don't know nothing about nothing else. Niggas can't even get up here and talk about this shit, man. Like if niggas make a phone call to me now and say, yo, Dice, we need to see you here because I did something dishonorable, you know, I got to go to that. I got to pull up. I got to pull up. Y'all might not understand that I'm 50 years old. This has nothing to do with nobody being more powerful than me. Nope. This ain't got nothing to do with me being scared of nobody. Nope. This got something to do with what I stood up for and what I chose, man. Ain't nobody say, yo, come here, I'm going to grab you and pull, I'm going to beat you up and make. Nah, we ain't do none of that shit. Niggas ain't put their hands on me. I ain't go through none of that. I put my hands and feet on a lot of people. Yeah, I fought my man Big. Shout out to Big. You know what I'm saying? From Jackie Robinson. We ain't fight like it was no issue. Nah, I ain't had to go through that. But me and Big did have a fight. And when I fought Big, they was like, yo, this nigga's crazy. Shout out to all my Jackie Robinson cats. Africa. You know what I'm saying? My man Lightspeed. Boo Boo. Rest in peace to 30 Cent. You dig what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Ambush. You know what I'm saying? Shout out, rest in peace to Rambo. Rest in peace to Indian Boy. Rest in peace to Half Dead. Rest in peace to Rumble. Rest in peace to Mag. Who I'm forgetting? Yo, shout out to the whole Jackie Robinson. Shout out to the whole Bree Voice. Shout out to the whole NYC, man. Until next time, y'all, I promise y'all, man, I will come keep giving y'all this journalistic side of this thing like I told y'all. But let's go. Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything that exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?